Hello, friends, and good morning. Morning. Welcome to MorninMo, where we're playing part 4 of Frostpunk. Hang on. This light was in my face, but it does need to... I think it's good. Hello, and welcome. Hello, and welcome. I don't know what that sounds like, by the way. It's still too early. My morning voice hasn't kicked in. Hello. Jeez, it seems super loud to me. What volume am I at? 41. Which, for reference, usually I don't go above 19. Why is it an odd number? I don't know. It got stuck on an odd number once forever ago, and that's the way it is. Or, welcome to the stream. So glad you could make it. Hello. We've just started. I'm just getting situated. I've got my coffee. Which, normally, we end up having to leave half an hour into the stream to get my coffee, but because we're starting an hour and 7 minutes late because I slept in, I had some time. Alright, we're going to resume our story. We're on day 25. Hard to believe that it's not even been a month. Hard to believe that it's not even been an actual month in the game. The generators were located away from the rest of civilization to ensure the project could be completed in the face of growing unrest and chaos. Thousands of workers perished from cold, malnutrition, and accidents while preparing the generator sites. Yeah, thousands died so that we could keep roughly, how many people are alive in our settlement? Like 170 or something like that? Not very many. Granted, there was supposed to, in the deep lore story of this game, there was supposed to be more than one of these generator cities, but yeah, there's 172 of us, like, alive. Which is not particularly amazing. What were we doing? It looks like we were in the middle of upgrading these upgrading these tents into bunkhouses, is what I should have said. And until that happens, which we're about to go into sleep time, not free time, I think. So I don't know if they'll keep working or not. I hope they do, because literally there's 27 homeless people. Oh, did they just finish something? It flashed at me. There's 27 homeless people, and they're all going to become quite ill if we don't do... Oh my gosh. Okay, so it's almost time. It is almost the time of the... Good morning, by the way. It is almost the time of the Great Freeze, where it drops another 3 levels, which equates to 30 degrees Celsius. Yep, someone's already sick now. Come on, guys. Come on. We're working on it. We're down to 17 homeless. If I can finish these 2. I didn't realize when we were upgrading, although it makes sense, because you kind of have to tear down a building and then rebuild it in this game. It didn't really occur to me that while we were rebuilding these, they would all just be homeless. Otherwise, I wouldn't have actually set them to, like, upgrade all at the same time. But we got there. Look, we got there. It's only 1:50 in the morning, and we got there with only 2 more sick people. There's 7 people being treated, which I believe... I don't remember what our clinics look like. I don't remember what they look like, but I do believe... What the frick do our clinic... Oh, we moved them all, though. That's going to be part of my confusion. What are you? You're a hunter's hut. Well, that's working at 80% efficiency. This is a medical post. I always call them clinics. If I say clinic, I definitely mean medical post. But over here, there's one there. And it looks like we just have the 3. We're down to just the 3 medic posts now, which should be anyway fine, because that one's 2 out of 5. Oops, what was that? It switched tabs on me. 0. Oh, no, cancel that. I don't want you to dismantle. Okay, there's probably no one working in it now. There we go. Good morning, everybody. While I accidentally hit the dismantle building instead of the arrow. Point that I was trying to get at is that there's plenty of room. Is that there is plenty of room for patients. In fact, yeah, 2 of our medical posts actually aren't being used. There's only this one that's treating 3 people. The other 10 people that must be getting treated right now, oh my god, go away, is people abandon the Londoners. Yay. There's only 11 people left. There's 11 people remaining that want to leave. We have 4 days and 6 hours, though. Alright, we're going to put a pause down for a quick second. Rise and shine, people. So when does this actually drop? I don't know what time exactly, maybe 6. We're pretty close to that little nub, so we're pretty close to the 6. So before it hits that nub, what we're trying to do is maintain at least livable conditions in some homes. So what is our, and I don't know that we'll be able to, I really don't know. Can I X out of that thing? There we go. I forget how the UI on this game works. Everyone's uncomfortable right now. Everyone's uncomfortable, not uncomfortable. Everyone is uncomfortable right now, which is great. They need to maintain at least livable. Hey, yeah. The god of memes. Thank you so much for subscribing. Is that no? It's not the god of memes. Why does my feed say no? I was looking at this or thank you so much for subscribing for 7 months in a row. My mini feed on my slobs has the god of memes. Oh no, that's from 2 days ago. Okay, so it's just wrong. It's just wrong. I think that's from YouTube. Oh, thank you so much for 7 months. I appreciate that. I heard that music coming through very quietly. I need to change all my sound effects for all my little notification sounds anyway. We still do have tents, by the way. We do still have tents, actually. That sucks because I don't... How many... Maintain at least livable conditions in homes. How many homes? 3? Just the ones that I've upgraded, because I'm pretty sure... These are gonna go down. Anyway, we need to maintain at least livable. You know what? Maybe if we tell them to go into upgrading these, that might be the move to make, because technically then I won't have to. Oh, this is already an overdrive. Oh my god, this has been an overdrive the entire time. Well, let's pump it up to Steam level 2. And if we break our promise, then we break our promise, because I don't think there's, honestly, I don't think there's anything more we can do, really. Realistically speaking. We already have our hubs, right? We already have our hubs actually, like, encompassing our home. So we're kind of at the limit of what we're capable of doing. I do think that we could possibly, well, how much, I have 14 steel. I think I need 10 steel each to upgrade a bunkhouse. So I think we're at the limits of what I'm actually capable of doing. Heck, there's one way out there too. Yeah, 12 wood and 10 steel. I don't think I'm saving up for anything. So while it's morning, we'll put some people out in the street while we upgrade that. We just need more steel, which I do think we have people working. I think we have a bunch of people working it. 10 out of 10, 10. Yeah, we have like 20 people working our steel mines, so we are producing steel, quite a bit of it, and we're producing a little bit of wood. Not a ton, because we are actually pretty close to our promise. Broken, yeah. The thing that sucks the most about that is that it's gonna lower hope and raise discontent, which means it's probably gonna add some people to the Londoners. But we have a few days to address that. And I think with all of our new prayer options, I think we'll be okay. I guess we can pray for warmth, since this is looking more and more like a religious dystopia. Utopia, thank you very much. We're doing just fine. I'm going to put this off of overdrive, though, since we are no longer concerned about breaking or not breaking our promise. We'll burn through a bunch of coal, and then we'll just to survive the 30 degrees, because it's only going to be that way for like a day. It's only gonna be that way for like a day. It's fine. It's totes fine. Everything is totes great. I don't know what you're talking about. Faith Keepers is something we can do. We can do a nighttime procession to lower discontent. We're actually, weirdly enough, even from that, our discontent is great. People are a little cold right now. No one has joined the Londoners explicitly from that move specifically. So we're kind of doing okay. I mean, we are performing public penance for, all right, well, no, we're not really performing it. We're on cooldown from it. We can't do it again for a little bit. So we do still need to build 3 shrines. How much time do I have on that? 2 days, 2 hours. We built 1 shrine over here to help boost that shrine. We'll build one over here by the coal next as well. I forget what a shrine costs. If it's just wood, we'll do it. It's wood and steel. Okay, we can do that. We can do a couple of those, because I can shove it right in between our, all of our coal stuff here. Give us a boost on coal production, and I wouldn't mind shoving one over here by wood, even though that there's just the one over there. We also did build another coal mine over here to man if we ever need to. What is this? I've got my sawmill's still over here. 23 hours left on the coal. That's fine. We're doing great on coal. We were maxing out on coal anyway. Oh, I think earlier I said we were maxing out on wood. We were not. We were maxing out on coal. That's fine. We were preparing. We were getting tons of coal to prepare for the great freeze here, but we did not have. We just couldn't produce enough heat. We just couldn't produce enough heat to maintain our promise, which sucks. We do have a new code of laws that we can pass, and we can do that in purpose or adaptation. I'm looking particularly forward to looking at purpose. I wonder why there are 5 untreated people. The infirmary or the mad post are too cold to work. Oh, maybe. That might be. We'll go turn on some heaters if that's the case. We'll go look. Because I know I turned off the overheat, but why can I not? Oh, here we go. I couldn't scroll up. I know I turned off the overheat, the overcharge on the generator, but we are burning at 2 times coal right now. So what I'm really looking forward to doing, because we did do the that's not what I meant to click on, but we do want to look at what these do. I want to look at what House of Healing and Field Kitchens do. Field kitchens. Each field kitchen will provide people enough working nearby with hot meals to keep them warm. That was hard for me to say. Field kitchen raises the temperature of nearby workplaces by 1 level. Really? Ooh. You'll have to build 2 field kitchens. Oh. That might be worthwhile doing if it's going to raise temperature for us. And then we have House of Healing. The faithful working in the House of Healing will not only heal the sick, but also pray for them, giving them hope. We'll have to build a House of Healing. The House of Healing doesn't require engineers, treats the gravely ill, and gives all patients a small hope bonus. Oh, okay. Well, we're kind of flush on engineers and workers at about an equal level. It's not like we're short on one or the other, but if we wanted to be able to use workers instead of engineers, this would be the route to go. Ooh. Do we want to do something like either of those things? I'm still really wanting to know what this is. We could still do Protector of the Truth, where I become the Protector of the Truth, which allows me to do Captain's Words. Each use greatly reduces discontent, which we still don't really have a huge use for. Discontent will rise when we actually enact the law for the time being. Or righteous denunciation, groups of people will occasionally abandon the Londoners. Small amounts of resources may be uncovered as well. We do still have a few Londoners and a few days to address that, so maybe we should do righteous denunciation, just, you know, while we're still doing this whole Londoner thing. Maybe. It is the duty of the faithful to denounce wickedness. It is a sign of true compassion to bring the wicked to light. I think we're gonna do that, because I think it's passive. I think it's just a passive thing. Let's just do that. I think it looks like it's just a passive thing. I'm going to sign it in. We have 11 Londoners left. We've apparently acquired a little bit of discontent from that, but we can do something about that. We can do a nighttime procession tonight to make people feel a little bit better about themselves, and or I guess less discontent, if not necessarily better. Great. And I think we're building those 3 shrines. I think, did I actually place a shrine over here? I don't think I did, actually. I was gonna smack a shrine over here. Can I get just close enough to this to double up? I don't think doubling up would have done anything anyway. We'll just smack you over there. Cool. That will be our 3rd shrine once it gets built. How is our houses? How are our houses, our care houses and the like? They are chilly, low risk of getting cold. They are functioning. The heater is off here, so we're gonna turn the heater on. The infirmary, we can turn the heater on specifically. The medical post is inoperative, so we'll turn you on with the heater, even though this one probably wasn't doing much. Probably all my medical posts are, yep, you're right, all our medical posts are inoperative. We'll put heaters on all of them to keep them running. I don't mind doing that. It's gonna burn up a lot of coal right now because we are in negative 70 degrees Celsius, but we still have 21 hours left, and we can turn that off once we get closer to time to heat up. This is about to poof away. The dangers of the cold, losing a limb. No, no one lost a limb. No, don't do that. One of our people has had to undergo an amputation. Working in the freezing cold left him with such severe frostbite that there was no other choice. We must do something. Consider signing the care house or prosthetics law, or I see. We'll click we must do something just to consider it, but we're not gonna do it. I mean I would, but we're on cooldown. We can't do it right now. Okay, well, eventually we'll do that. And we can build prosthetics for anyone that is amputated. We have our first amputee. Apparently, righteous denunciation would be good. Yes, it will. So yeah, apparently we have our first amputee. We went 26 days without having to worry about that. I mean, granted, I'm acting like I'm celebrating that, but we did have like 60 people die. Lots of people die, but no amputees until now. Shrines, breath of hope. So people have started to leave personal charms, beads, and written prayers at shrines as votive offerings. It seems it helps them keep their spirits up in these trying times. The longer I do this YouTube thing, the less I am capable of reading, apparently. I'm glad to hear that. Not YouTube, Twitch. YouTube, Twitch, streaming, video games, brain broken. Let's actually read the amputees tutorial, just because this is building abilities. This is not amputees. I hate that when I click on that, it just opens up whatever the frick it decides to open up. People may become amputees as a result of serious frostbite, work accidents, other mishaps, or after becoming gravy. After becoming gravy, or after becoming gravely ill and being saved by radical treatment. The amputees can't work, but they still need to be housed and fed. Later in the game, you can research upgrades that will help you to find solutions to this problem. So yes, now we have an amputees thing. A care house, I think we'll care for. We have a care house, so they'll be cared for. They're fine for the time being, but they're just not helpful to us, which means we have lost a steel worker, but we're up to 50 of that now. Our coal is at full, which is great. I know it says 21 hours right now, but so long as it's daytime, we're producing enough coal to keep this train running, which is fantastic. I could pop someone off of this duty and switch them over to steel, but we actually are good on buildings right now because we got all of our shrine. Oh, we do want to keep because of the frostbite and everything. I still want to upgrade these tents. So let me get some bunk houses upgrading. Get to work on that. People are about to become homeless while we do this, which is gonna suck because they're all gonna freeze to death and die. Yeah, we have 55 people freezing now. But if we can get these bunkhouses switched over right away, they maybe won't freeze through the night. So that's what the hope is. So hopefully, more scouts research. Yes, we've done the research on more scouts. Oh, our scouts are ready to go, by the way. We need to send our scouts out before we waste any more time without doing that. Excuse me. I don't remember what we were working towards, but we did unlock new scouts. I think we did that just because it was cheap and wouldn't take too long. I think we kind of were hoping to upgrade this. We need 50 steel. Maybe that's what we were doing, was saving steel. I just spent a bunch of steels. So we'll find something that doesn't require 50 steel. Steam hub range upgrade. So we can upgrade the range of steam hubs. I could do that and give us a little extra space on those. That's not super necessary. Overdrive couplings allows us to raise the temperature of all heat zones by 2 levels when the generator is put into overdrive. Oh, I would like to do that. So that when we are trying to like get things rolling, I think I want to do that. The question is, do I want to do that now? There is lighter scout sleds. We've unlocked that ability now with the more scouts. What even is it? By using the new lighter sled, design scouts will move 50% faster, you say? Let's maybe do that, because that I could see being more beneficial in the long run at the moment. Resource upgrade, gathering upgrade, steam coal thumper upgrade, which will be nice eventually. We're okay on coal at the moment. Steam sawmill. We're not using sawmills at the moment. Sawmill upgrade, channel, steam still work, food and health. And the flying hunters is going to be awesome eventually, but we're okay on food. Cookhouse installation. We could insulate the cookhouse, but we'll only have one cookhouse, so that's kind of limited in how helpful it is. I think lighter scout sleds is going to be the route to go. I think that's the way to go. 50% is a lot faster. I think so too. I think so too, and I think that's the way to go. So hopefully, hopefully we can get everybody working on stuff right now. In fact, yeah, I'm gonna. How's our coal pile doing? Our coal pile is doing great. Is it free time? It's free time, so people should get to work, hopefully, on this stuff right away, because people are homeless, because I say so. Our food is at less than the day. I think they're doing fine. Anyway, scouts. They're at the children's hideout. Is that what? Like, I don't remember anything about a children's hideout. This cave is a hideout for some children who were evacuated from winter home. There are no adult survivors here. We should talk to the kids and take them to our city. Oh, I don't want just more children. They have very limited use. I mean, I'll take them. I'm not leaving them, but I don't really want more children. Little survivors. We talked to the children in the hideout. They said that one night their teachers and some hunters took them out from winter home on a secret adventure. Teachers told them they're going to stay here for a while. When the food ran low, their guardians went back to get more and didn't return. It seems these kids were evacuated in time before things in their city got really ugly. Were they brought out to survive, or were they actually brought out to, like, get rid of them, and then things just went horribly wrong in winter home before the kids could die off? That's what I think happened. I think they were brought out there just to get rid of them, and then they're the only survivors now. Well, we're gonna bring them back. The poor little jerks. We're gonna bring you into the faith. We're gonna bring you into the fold. This is some Lord of the Fly scenario. It could be. I've never actually read Lord of the Fly. All I know about Lord of the Fly was is just hearsay. What I've just heard other people say about it. I should read it. It's not that long of a book. Escort them for 35 children. We could just send them, and there's a risk that some of them will die, or we can leave them to their fate. We're going to escort them. We don't want them to die. I don't have a lot of use for them, but we do have... food is okay. I mean... we might have to reallocate some resources to make food happen, but we are capable of doing that, so we'll do that. Let's get out of here. We're bringing in some children back. Who knows? Maybe we will one day actually find a use for all these goddamn children. Right now they're medical apprentices, so they're not completely useless. They are actually helping people in the medical posts, which there actually aren't very many people in medical posts right now. And I don't know that they technically actually help with care houses, because there actually aren't any engineers assigned to care houses. But hey, what are you gonna do? Speaking of there not being a ton of workers, actually, any medical posts that have literally no patients, maybe we should just take the engineers out of those. Shrines have been erected. People feel encouraged to pray more often. Hope rises. Excellent. Grand. That is grand news. Grand news indeed. We do have a medical post over here. I might eventually want to move this medical post out, so maybe we want to... there is one person technically in this one, but they could always move to a different one if we remove this one. But we don't need to for the time being, so let's go to... I don't know, this one has like no one in it, right? Right. Let's if there's no one in it, I can still leave one engineer in there, I guess. The temple has influenced some people to mend their ways. We're at 9 Londoners. We're doing great. And I wanted to free up a few of those engineers to get someone on that steamworks duty and anywhere else right now. I could put them on some lumber duty. Is our cookhouse? This is our hunter's hut. Hunter's hut requires workers specifically, and our hunter's hut apparently is a little on the downside. So maybe we should pop a worker off this guy, pop an engineer on this guy. Yeah, maybe. Oh, I need 2 though. I need 2 workers. Where can I pop another worker? Probably over here, right? There's no workers. It's funny. I'm actually short on workers. We could have built that that building that whatever the heck it was called, that the healing center or whatever, for workers to heal people instead of engineers. But it seems like I'm always short on workers rather than engineers. Honestly, weirdly enough. So I have a couple of free engineers running around doing nothing. So I guess it's free time right now. I can assign them to the sawmill in the day, because they're not going to do anything right now. So I'm going to leave them free, because I don't know if that will help them actually get to work or not. Because we've got 32 homeless people that are about to freeze overnight because no one is actually working on building these freaking things. I mean, there is. They're just slow. Is it time for the sermons? It might be. Are we at sermon time yet? We do have time for sermon. It is time for a sermon, maybe even some evening prayer. Good point. We'll do that. Our nighttime procession should be happening right now, actually. You can see them. Here they go. This is our nighttime procession. You can see them wandering around the generator. They just kind of mill around the thing, led by this guy right here. I can't zoom up any closer, but there he is. A citizen has had to have his limb amputated. Another one! Oh my god, it's because it's so cold. I'm trying, guys. I'm trying. I shouldn't have had them build all of them at the same time, apparently. Well, it's going to heat up. It's going to warm up. And the next thing we do is going to have to be the... Oh! I did not need to be clicked that. I did not need to click that. I clicked... can I cancel that, actually? Can I cancel you? Whoops. Public penance is gonna take. I didn't mean to click on that. I just wanted to read it, and I clicked it. It will raise hope. It's just it might hurt some people. So there's that. Some people might get a little hurt. We're gonna do some penance too. Whoops. We're gonna do some penance. It says we're low on coal. We're really not. We're actually doing fine on coal. We are losing coal, but we're doing fine on coal. We were like maxed out anyway. How are we doing? Our stress level's going down. Oh my god. You know what? We can go into overdrive to heat some people up from the frostbite. Let's do that. Let's go into overdrive, heat some people up a little bit better than we currently are. And that might help people not get more amputations. Yeah, they're in chilly there. At least they're not in cold right now. Unlike, what is this? This built the House of Prayer is freezing. If you go pray right now at 4:50 in the morning, you will freeze. These are just the rules. As long as more Londoners stay, what's wrong with a few bruises and scratches? I mean, yeah. So long as the thing is, so long as it's the Londoners getting beat up, right? Let's get moving. I wonder what we'll accomplish today. Oh, that sounds hopeful. Rise and shine, people. Look, the sun's up already. That's right. It sure is. It sure as heck is. I need you all to get to work so that we can keep getting more coal. Because we're burning through it right now. I can't believe that when we have this thing like maxed out, my automaton just basically mines this thing just forever. It's great. And again, it might be better, realistically, to have someone mining the coal over here. Since I do have another coal mine over here, the coal mine might be better than the thumper. Oh, it's warming up. Yay! It might be better, but because this is next to our shrine, I've just been kind of using this. I've been using the thumper. Well done, everybody. We made it. I think we made it. I think we're good. It's probably like very comfortable right now. Yeah, it's very comfortable. I could probably turn you back down to 1. And that puts everybody at livable, if not quite comfortable. I kind of want to turn overdrive off, and that puts everybody at chilly now. So I wouldn't mind being able to maintain level 2 steam if we can produce the coal for it. I just don't know that we can indefinitely produce the coal for it. This will make people sick. We have a ton of sick people now all of a sudden because people have been cold for so long. So hopefully they get treated right away. Righteous denunciation, a tip from a believer. Captain, a woman has revealed that she knows where some of the Londoners gather. We'll act on that information. Oh no. Some Londoners will be persuaded to stay. Oh, we'll act. Oh, we'll act. Oh, they're gonna get it. Righteous denunciation. Okay. Some Londoners were denounced or persuaded. We went from like 7 to 6. It says some. It was 1. One Londoner was convinced to stay. Which we have 3 more days to convince 6 people down. And considering we were at like well over 50 at one point in time, we're doing pretty well. This is the cemetery, right? Yeah, 58 people have died. That's where we're at. Children will be here in 16 hours. Our food might not be able to actually withstand that. How's our resources doing? At the moment, with everything turned off, our coal has a huge surplus. I want to see what the deficit is when we actually turn on the ×2. We'll have to do that. Wood, we're getting 38 a day. Steel, we're getting 81 a day. Food, we're actually at a deficit of, in general, a very slight deficit. So we have children coming, so let's reallocate some people to food, see if we can figure out how to do that in a moment. Again, we have a medical post right now with no patients in it, but only 1 dude working it. We do have a bunch more sick people, so maybe we need to actually do something about that here in a sec. And this is our housing temperature. Okay. Yeah, we do have one here. There's no patients in it, even though I have 10 sick. I can put engineers in here, max it out. Oh, or a couple of engineers. Can I get any more patients? There we go. Now it's got people in it. Now it's got enough people in it to take care of. So now we've got just 5 people sick and running around doing kind of nothing right now. Yikes. We have a couple of workers. So yeah, we've got... oh, our sawmill. People got sick in our sawmill, it seems. It's always a pain to try to figure out where, like, anyone that's been put in palliative care or amputated, where they came from, what they were working. Our sawmill is doing okay though. Food though, our hunters' huts are, I think, working as efficiently as they realistically can. What we can do is, are we already making soup, or are we making standard meals? We're making standard meals right now, so we could make another, like, hunter's hut to make more food, or we could just switch over to soup rations for the time being. It will raise discontent, but we do have ways to combat discontent. Because we were about to have a bunch of kids show up here. That's the kind of the thing. It's kind of the thing. So do I want to do soup, or do I want to... If we could do... It's such a bummer that we didn't do child labor for the hot houses alone, just so that we could have children working the hot houses. I mean, there's a reason we didn't go the way of the child labor, but... Public penance, choice or duty? Sir, a group of preachers is here to talk to you about the public penance law you signed. They think it's gone too far. We all agree that penance should be a choice, not a duty. You can't force people towards the truth. It must grow freely from their hearts. I know what's right. Discontent will fall. I will consider their words. Hope will rise. Ooh. Yeah. I have a shred of discontent. Hope's already... See, the thing is, discontent will fall if I say I know what's right. I don't think hope is going to fall, though, if I say that. I want to say I know what's right. Look, we're the protector of the truth. I know what's right. I'm the God King. I know what's right. I know what's going on, and our discontent has been erased. I need to have that in my pocket. I need to have that move in my pocket. I need to be able to whip some people into shape, right, with some public penance, if necessary, to keep this train running. That's what needs to happen. See why I called it a dystopia? They can still choose. I'm not taking away their choice to commit public penance. If they want to perform penance on themselves at any time, they absolutely can. I'm not taking away choice. It's just that when I also say you have to, by God, you're gonna. The power flows straight to the brain. It's gonna get, how cold is it gonna get? It's gonna drop 1 level when it gets down to over there. All right, so if we pump this guy up to 7, or not up to 7, it's up to 7. Lighter scout sleds have been researched. Okay, great. So if we bump this guy up to 2, right? If we bump this bad boy up to 2, what does that bring? We're at 18 hours left. Discontentment. My question, why am I here? Why am I on this screen? I do need to do a new thing. We got our lighter scout sleds. Scouts will be faster. We actually have enough stuff now to work on level 3. I think we're going to do it. We've been saving our resources. We're going to do it. We can take some people off of... Here. We can get this coal thing going. How's our coal deficit? It's a lot. It's we're losing like 200 a day. Here's what I'm thinking we do. What I'm thinking we do is we turn the yield heater on this guy. I mean, now that we're okay on bunkhouses, I think we are. I'm gonna actually take all my engineers off of the Steamworks duty on that. Pump them into here. In fact, I have a few workers. Let's get a few workers working that. Because do we still have sick people? Here, just for efficiency's sake, I'm going to put some engineers on that duty. to get that back rolling. So we're gonna cut our steel production in half, but we're okay on buildings at the moment. So this will produce a ton more coal, and they're over here where it's at least being heated. It is very cold, actually. It's not very well insulated at all. We need to do that. We have amputees that I need to build that prosthetics law for, but I really need that new field kitchen thing to increase heat by 1. I could also build just a straight up, I could build a hub out here. What is this thing? Oh, I've got a sawmill over here that we just straight up don't use anymore. I could delete it. I could delete that sawmill. There's a wall drill over here that we're never running at maximum anyway. We could do that. I think we should. I think we're gonna dismantle you for some wood. Let's do that. It's not serving us any purpose other than just being there and empty. So we could put a hub out here to keep this thing warm. And our cemetery, well, I guess we could build a hub. It's more coal. But I think it might be worth doing. I don't remember where we keep it. Tech, maybe? Steam hub, yes. There's a steam hub out there. Okay, I can probably... I want to be able to reach the coal and maybe any other buildings that we can build out. Okay, yeah, I see the red. So we need to put it there, and maybe anything else we build that gets close to it. Right now, it'll just be that in the cemetery. But I think it'll be worth doing as we build out this way with like tents and stuff, because we are going to build living stuff around these temples. They're not a temple. What are you? Houses of prayer. So we'll get that built, and that'll help heat that location a little bit. How are these places do? These are very cold as well. So maybe we should build a hub out here as well, because people are going to just keep getting sick out there. You are not saved. You're not clean. You're not worthy. Oh, are we doing the penance? Is the penance happening? I think we're doing the penance. We are together again. Achievement unlocked. Promised land. No matter the cost, we couldn't let the Londoners leave. We did the right thing. No more division. We are one society. Oh, I think we prevented the Londoners from leaving. If they left, they would have died, but we all stay together. That's right. Yeah, let's do level 3. Oh, yes. Achievement unlocked. United. The Londoners won't be divided. Yet you're not leaving, darn you. If you weren't gonna die in the wastes, you were gonna die when you tried to leave. We would have smit you down, eaten your flesh. We won't be divided. The Londoners have been brought back into the fold. Nobody wants to leave the city anymore. We've won a hard-fought victory over those who tried to tear us apart. The tragedy of Winterhome crushed our hope. Fear led some people to pursue mad schemes. We couldn't let them die in the frozen wasteland. We did what was necessary to keep all of us together. If they all left, we'd have died. They'd have died, we'd have died. That's just it. We wouldn't have had enough people to do jack diddly squat. So we did it. No more Londoners. Londoners are no longer an issue, no longer a problem. We have 15 hours of coal left because I think it's nighttime. I don't think people really got out here in time to do anything worthwhile, but we do have a whole new coal mine up and running. So hopefully that will help immensely. Like I said, I think we're going to build a steam hub out here. Can I get all 3 of these bad boys? Nice. I was wondering if I'd be able to since I had the shrine over there, but we'll build that. And I would love to be able to... we cannot. You're probably cold. You're probably cold. Scouts Unit number 1 have returned safely to the city. Oh, they brought a bunch of stuff with them. Achievement unlocked. Like, what was that? Bread and games? I forgot that they had some resources. We have a steam core and some food and stuff now. Okay. You can disband the scout. Yeah. There you go. So the food is full right now. We're not gonna be able to make more food. So that'll help us stem the eating from the children that aren't gonna have them. We might have to switch over to soup. We might switch to soup instead of getting new hunting houses. We might do that at least for the time being while we make sure we can keep our coal up and running, since it is only going to get colder. Now what can we do? Now we still need to build a outpost thing to Winterhome. God, if only we could send an outpost squad of children to do that for us. We would absolutely do that. Now there's a freshwater springs. We can see distant glimmers of sun reflected on the surface of water. Unfrozen water here points to the presence of freshwater springs. Chance of survivors if there's water, but it doesn't seem like it. 2 days, 2 hours together. The coal mine might be a good place to actually send some scouts to. Especially once we get outposts up and running. Okay, maybe we go to the coal mine. Let's go explore that. This stuff over here as well is a walled colony where it seems like there's no movement or smoke, so it seemed like that's probably empty, and there's a dreadnought landing I'm looking forward to checking out. But we'll start with the coal mine, so that once we start doing outpost shenanigans, by the way, with 31 homeless people now. Yikes. Okay, so if we go into Peeps, apparently that just closed it. If we go into Peeps, bunkhouses, do we have any more upgrades that need done? No. So we can start building new houses, and it looks like we're gonna need 3 new bunkhouses, which we really don't have access to. But we'll build a bunkhouse here probably. And again, I'm kind of surrounding this temple here. There's an arena over here that I kind of want to take use of as well. So we'll build one here. And that's all of the steel that I have. We need to build one, well, technically we need to build 2 more, actually, because 31 homeless. We need to build a whole bunkhouse for 1 more person. But we're out of resources now, unfortunately. Steel resources, which is a bummer, and that's going to take like all day to get to. We do have a new law we can pass. Now, have I lost access to anything in here now that we're not doing the Londoners thing? No, we're not. I have not lost any access to anything, and we can still get to whatever that is soon. But the prosthetics thing is under here somewhere. Prosthetics. Everyone wants to contribute to the survival of our city. If we can build amputees I've read that wrong. Bring amputees back. Build also. If we can build amputees back to full fitness, we should do it. New blueprint prostheses available in the factory. Have we built a factory? I don't think we have. Amputees fitted with prostheses in medical facilities will be able to work again. Let's sign that into law. Let's make that possible. We have not built a factory yet, I don't think. A new law has been signed. At last, they will all go back to work and help us. Yes, it will be nice to have those 2 extra people. 2 is not a lot, but it will be nice to have them. Yeah, I don't think we've actually built a factory yet. What does it take to build a factory? We've unlocked the factory. I just keep building bunkhouses, and we haven't been able to build a factory, which is important. I don't think we can have homeless people wandering around because they're just going to die in the cold. I thought it would be under here. It might be under tech. Factory, yes. It requires 15 steel, 30 wood. It's not a ton of stuff. We just don't have the steel right now. The steam core is the big one, but we have 3 of those now. I think we were holding off on that at one point in time because we were low on cores, but we're actually good on cores now. All right. Oh, in fact, I can build prostheses as an entire new resource now, interestingly enough. We only have 10 hours of coal left. I don't mind, I guess, because... Well, we're doing really well for livable right now. They could survive in Chile. They'd be okay in Chile, but livable's better for not getting sick people, and we have a bunch of sick people, so let's just keep doing that for now. Excuse me as I just die for a minute. Am I right? It's okay. I will survive. It takes more than that to keep me down. How are we doing over here? How's our pile? 374, infinite people, cool. We're kind of at a standstill until I get more resources. There's more stuff I want to build, but until we get more resources, we're at a bit of a standstill. I do like how, as we build more hubs and things, we're melting the snow away. We are smooching the snow away. Also, do we have access to outposts, don't we? Isn't that a thing we have access to? Outpost depot, there we go. 25 wood, 45 steel. Oh, God. I don't have people to man that, but it's going to become necessary eventually. So we need so much more steel. That's kind of the problem we're having right now, is I need to put more people on steel duty. I want to know 968. I want to know where, if everyone's working coal, if everyone's working all the coal mines and everything, is that where we're at? Is just that much? Is just 968? That's all we can manage? Is that all we can muster when everyone's working? It might be. I'm gonna wait until 8 and see if it changes when it's actually work time. Our hope is maxed, by the way. You missed the last 5 to 10 minutes? Oh, you missed it. Yeah, the Londoners dispersed. We dispersed the Londoners. Everyone's going to stay. We've brought them into the fold. And we stand united. Yeah, that's what happened. So we're gonna pop this guy back down to level 1 because there's only a few hours left of coal, which is a bummer. It's work time now though, so let's see. Now that it's actually officially work time, Yeah, 968 seems to be the maximum we can pull off with our coal right now. So we're never going to really be able to maintain steam level 2, let alone 3 at this rate. So we need to find some more ways to make this more coal efficient very soon, because it's only getting colder. We have a couple days before it continues to get even colder. So we need to do that as pronto as possible. As well as get an outpost running, maybe, so that we can get like that. Once that coal mine is checked out, if we can send an outpost there for coal, that might help. We don't have the manpower for this, honestly, to keep everything up and running. We're gonna have to make some serious sacrifices. Probably once we have the people being treated, once that's under control, we can take some people off medical posts for a little bit, but we have lots of people sick right now. From the cold, I imagine. Just from the cold. Bunkhouses are filling up. The child shelter bunkhouse. So many people in bunkhouses. So many people just gravely ill in bunkhouses, apparently. I'm trying no, not in bunkhouses. Bunkhouses, I was thinking of care houses. Bunkhouses are where they live. Where's my freaking clinics? Medical post. Yeah, I got that one full on 5 people. That's a care house. This one's full on 5 people. They're just maxed out. Yeah, they're just maxed out. We need those people treated. We can feed them. We can give them food, actually. I always forget about that. Let's do the extra rations. We do have extra food that we brought in with that last scouting party. Let's get those guys rolling, because we do have people not being treated right now. We can get anyone in the infirmary? We have lots of people in the infirmary. Let's get them some food. The care houses themselves cannot benefit from that. I guess I just have the one. I guess I just have the one care house. Apparently 3 of them that live in the care house are on an expedition. Is it literally we have 3 people that belong in the care house, but there are scouts? Excellent, great. I would have it no other way. Since we still need labor, maybe we should prioritize building a factory and therefore on automatons. It's just a thought. I don't know if that's the right move. I do want to build a factory as soon as possible, which I think I can do right now, actually. I do want to build a factory because we need to build at least prostheses for the 2 people that we have that can't work right now. So I do want to build a factory one way or the other, and it can fit right there quite snugly. Let's do that. Let's make that happen. I do see that thing over there, as long as it doesn't run out of time on me. And we can build a road right there. Lovely. So we'll build a factory, at least for the 2 prostheses that we need. And then, yeah, another automaton to work like coal or something would be amazing. My issue with the automatons is that they're only 60% efficient at things. So actually, maybe I won't even work them at the coal mines. Weirdly enough, I might work them at, like, the steel mill, for example. That way, I can free up all the people working at the steel to be more efficient at other things. Until we can make automatons more efficient, because they max out at 60% efficiency. The list, public penance. Sir, a man brought us a long list of names titled A Register of Infidels, Buggers, Seducers, Strumpets, and Other Wrongdoers. He swore on his soul that his information is accurate and that all he wants is for them to repent and see the truth. We have 0 discontent and 100% hope. I really don't give a crap right now. These people shall repent. Discontent will fall. Hope will fall. Ignore this man. You're okay, dude. You keep making your list. You keep making your list if it gives you something to do. But you don't need to worry. We have... No one's unhappy except this man, apparently, because we're doing great. We're doing phenomenal right now. I mean, everything's falling apart and we're all going to die at day 30 when it gets cold. But right now, everyone's having a wonderful time. It's great. All right. Yeah, right now we're waiting on more resources. I want to build an outpost depot as well. And we needed like 40 steel for that. 40, 45. Where was that? Outpost depot. 45 steel. So I'm waiting on 45 steel for that one. What is this thing? Storage limit reached. Okay, cool. I have people working here. The people working here are actually working it faster than the automaton can actually do it. I'm going to take 3 people off of it for now. And we can move them over to steel or even lumber or something in a minute. Mechanical calculators researched. Ooh, oh, that's what the tier 3 was called. I guess I didn't even realize what it was called. I guess I didn't even read it. We have mechanical calculators now. All right, so now we can do something. We probably don't have the resources to do it. We probably don't have the steel. So in exploration and industry, we've unlocked streamlined prostheses. Will cost 5 steel less to make, which we only need to make 2, so I'm not too worried about that. Streamlined automatons will cost 20 wood and 20 steel less to make. That's pretty exciting, so we are considering making one of those. Automaton integration improves the workplace integration of automatons, boosting their efficiency by 10% up to 70, which will be real nice. So those are the new things we've unlocked in industry. In heating, we now have generator power upgrade 2. It allows us to raise the temperature in all heat zones by 1 level. The coal consumption is tripled when using this setting. So we have a triple setting that would be available to us. It's a lot of coal. What we should have been doing for a long time is building resource depots and collecting as much coal in storage as we possibly can for when it gets cold. Is what we should have done. I guess we'll never see 20C again. Probably not. I have my doubts. Generator range upgrade 3, upgrade 2 we can't get to because we never did 1, but I imagine that's just even greater of a range, and heater efficiency is just even more efficient heaters. Exploration, no, that's what we looked at a second ago. Resources, steam coal mine will improve our coal mines. Allows us to build steam coal mines. Ugh. 2 coal cores to do that. It'll take 2 cores to do that. Using steam power, this mine can extract up to 600 coal per standard workday. Wow. Wow. If I upgrade a regular coal mine, though, because a coal mine already actually costs a core, so if I upgrade one to a steam coal, does it only cost me 1 additional core, or does it still take the 2? Like if I don't know. I don't know. Like if I tear down a coal mine, do I get a core back? That's what I want to know. If I do, this is great. If I don't, yikes. We're gonna need this eventually, one way or the other. But yikes is all I'm saying about that. The steam wall drill will be nice eventually. It seems to have the same problem. So the coal is by far more of a thing. Efficient gathering is for gathering posts. We don't really use those because we don't really gather anymore. Food, health, and shelter. We have access to infirmary mechanization. Infirmaries will employ fewer people, -5 engineers. Ooh, that would be nice. That doesn't cost anything crazy. It takes some more steel and a house. Allows us to build comfortable houses. Oh, that'll be so good. It's so expensive, so steel expensive. Okay. So the thing is, it's gonna get colder, and people need to be able to live in warm houses. So houses might be the way to go. We don't actually have enough steel to do that right now. Let's pick something that we actually have the resources to work on right now. So we can't do that right now, although I'd love to. We can't do this right now, although I'd love to. We can't do that. Actually, I don't think we can do anything right now because of steel. Actually, we can't choose anything in the level 3 category right now because of steel. We could at least upgrade just, something. What's something cheap? What's something low level that we could do? We could do a we don't really ever. Well, in a pinch, turning 70 wood into 210 coal. In a pinch, we never have very much wood though. We could do that cookhouse and we cannot. 20 steel for that. We need so much more steel. We could finally actually at least unlock the hothouse. Let's build hothouses. Let's do that. Even if we don't build one for a while yet, if ever, because it costs a core to make a hothouse. Let's research that. It's cheap. We can start working on it right now. Let's just get that rolling so that we're not wasting time not researching something. That's the way I see it. Even though we were pretty close to 20 steel anyway, and we could have just waited a tiny bit, but it's fine. We still have 9 homeless people. Thank the Lord. And I've turned my volume down. It's kind of quiet now to hear the guys saying weird little things. Is our factory still working? Our factory's still under construction. I still got homeless, so I still need to build another bunkhouse. So I need for at least. I could just build a tent instead of a bunkhouse. I guess like last night when we were out of steel, we could have gone ahead and built one more tent just to keep people alive, but it's fine. Heating problems, cold homes. Captain, some of our people are concerned about the low temperature in their homes. They quite sensibly point out that it's easy to fall ill when it's cold and ask you to address the problem. Let's heat some homes. This freaking quest that comes up all the time that I just can't do. To heat them up more than they already are would require me to burn through an immense amount of coal for many days, then keep them heated for 2 days. I might be able to pull it off. It gets cold in 1 day. I've got 1 day I can keep them warm, and then a whole nother day in colder temperature I'd have to keep them warm. I think we're gonna just say I won't address this right now. It's gonna raise discontent slightly, or at least it said it will. I guess it's our anti-discontent powers are too powerful, so nothing actually happened. Nothing actually happened. Look, they're as warm as they can reasonably be kept at the moment, and I know that's sad, but it's just the way it is. We're about to max out our coal. How are we doing? We're at steam level 1. It's gonna go start dropping because it's nighttime. Okay, it's fine. I need one more steel, but I guess I'm not gonna get it. Oh yeah, it's free time right now. I was waiting for one more steel for a bunkhouse. Maybe we should go ahead and build that tent then, just so that we have a tent right there. Oh, that needs a road. No one's probably gonna build it. No one's probably gonna build it because we're probably gonna run out of free time and everyone's working on the factory. But if they do, the temple has influenced some people to mend their ways. Good work. I don't know what that means now that we don't have Londoners to worry about, but good work. Now, how's this pile? It's at 443 right now. Okay. I have a few free people, and I should probably pump them into steel, actually, before I forget about it. Let's pump them into steel, because we need a ton of steel. We need to build more stuff. The factory is going to cost stuff. All of our research costs steel. Our outpost depot is going to cost us steel. It's crazy. We should not address it. Hope is already full and discontent 0. Yeah. I agree with you entirely on that. I agree with you entirely. Apparently we have 21 homeless people now instead of 9. How did that happen? I have no idea. Maybe a bunch of people left the care house. We can build just a couple more. Hang on, I'm just trying to see. I think we're officially outside of the range of the arena no matter where we go, if we're within the range of the House of Prayer. I can shove them over here because there's an arena and a House of Prayer over here. We could do that. Not that it's super necessary to keep people that close to the arena at the moment, but let's do it. Let's build a tent right there, and we can build another tent there as well, I guess. Sure, that's fine. Do that. It's gonna be, at least it's just wood expensive right now. There we go. That should get a road to both of you guys. That way they have some kind of home, even if it's not the warmest. What is this? Refugees from Frostlight, unexpected guests, excusez-moi. Captain, a group of exhausted survivors has reached our city. From their frantic explanations, we know they've come a great distance and that many of them died on the way. The phrase "doom is coming" keeps being repeated, and they say many more refugees are following them. They're begging you to help them, sir. We will help them. We will send out search parties to bring them to the city. Yes, we will. Let's be cautious. This group will enter our city. You'll decide what to do with the others later. No, we're gonna help them. They might be fanatics, and we might have to lay down the law, but if that needs to happen, if that needs to be the case, then that will just need to be the case. That's just the way it is. Do we need to do any ceremonial services? We're maxed out on hope and stuff. We'll go ahead and save that for when we actually need it. Yeah, we're good. We're good on hope and discontent right now. All right, so hopefully it's free time. Hopefully these tents get built so that we have some tents built for people. And it looks like that's going to become even more vitally important as more and more people seem to have just piled in, which means we actually need to do something about our food. I think we're going to switch over to soup kitchens for a hot minute because I kind of need to put everybody on resource duty right now. I need to put everyone on resource duty because suddenly I have lots of things that I need to build. Suddenly, I have lots of things I need to build and no resources. All right, so the factory is inoperative. It requires engineers. Fair enough. Automatons requires at least 1 worker. Production queue empty. Factory will produce 1 automaton from 100 steel, 100 wood, 50 coal, 1 steam core. It's crazy expensive, but they're also crazy helpful. Prostheses requires at least 1 worker. Production queue empty. Factory will produce 1 prostheses from 10 steel. That's not too bad. We only have 2 amputees, so we really only need 2 prostheses, which means I need 20 steel. So I'm going to just leave that inoperative right now. But it's nice that we have that. It's going to be a while before we can produce an automaton. The 100 wood won't take quite so long. It's the 100 steel that I'm worried about. 50 coal we can afford to spare. The steam core might be worth it. Did the factory cost us a steam core to even place? It did, that's right. So we're down to 2. We're down to 2. I would love to build an automaton. My concern, the thing that I have the greatest concern for right now is the fact that if we want to upgrade these to steam coal mines, that's going to cost us stuff. If I break you down, if I dismantle a coal mine, I do get a steam core back. Okay, good. So the steam coal mines do essentially cost us 1 core to upgrade, which is pretty dope, actually. The question becomes, do I want more automatons, which will free up more workers? But do I want steam? I think that steam's going to become necessary because steam level 2 on the generator is going to become absolutely critical soon. Right now, everyone's chilly. Thank you, Lord, for this glorious new day. Right now, everyone's chilly, which is doable. The risk of illness is minimal at that point. We are still freaking sick like crazy right now, though. Like crazy. We're up to 218 workers. What is this? What are you? Are you the people that they said are coming? Oh, cool. I think we have 22 children, 21 engineers, and 27 workers on the way. Holy crap. Holy crap, that's so good. Is scouting the only way to get steam cores? That's the only way I know of, yes. And I do believe it is the only way. I don't think we can ever build them unless it's like unless that's like a tier 4 or 5 technology where you can build them in factories that I don't know about. Which it could be. I haven't looked that far ahead. If we go into industry, do I see anything that looks like... I don't see anything that screams build a core to me. So I don't think we can. Our food is tanking. I think if we look at our food, we have a deficit of like 72 food. So for the time being, we're gonna switch to soup because we have a bunch of people all of a sudden, which is great. We can build more like hunter's huts, especially when we have more people to work. Especially if these people come in 19 hours, we'll have so many more people to put to work. So we'll be able to build more stuff. But we'll switch to soup for now so that we keep our stores high. Righteous denunciation, a tip from a believer. Captain, a woman has told us that she overheard her neighbors talking about hoarding food and other supplies. We'll follow the lead. Well done. Some supplies will be recovered. Okay, there you go. See, that came in handy. I didn't need to persecute anybody for no goddamn reason, but we don't need any hoarders of food. A tip led us to some stolen supplies. So that brings us up to 256. Now we're great on food again. Now it's like the soup's not even necessary. We'll leave it on soup, though, for now, because we were at a deficit one way or the other. My question is now, scouts have reached the coal mine. Excellent. How's our pile holding up? 396. I wanted to see how well that's holding up to see if people are maintaining that, and it looks like they are. All right, scouts. Coal mine. The coal mine is automated. Its engine is pressurized, but the mining has stopped. The snow around it is untrodden, and an eerie silence hangs in the air. Spooky. More coal than we can use? Really? This coal mine was in operation until very recently. The machinery isn't running now, but there doesn't seem to be anything wrong with it. Perhaps the mine simply extracted its quota or filled the loading bay. We could retrieve plenty of raw materials if we took the machinery apart. Only take the stored coal. Only resources found on the site will be taken. We'll be able to restart the mine later. I do like the idea of that. Dismantle the machines for resources. We'll get plenty of resources. We won't be able to restart the mine anymore. So the big thing that's really cool about that is that we'll get those 2 steam cores. But we won't be able to utilize this anymore. And if, depending on how many resources we can pull from this, because again, like I think a steam core mine, not core, a steam coal mine was like what, 600 coal a day can be sucked out of it, and it costs 2 cores to make. This would give us 2 cores. That's enough for a steam coal mine. But if we can just do this, I think we only want to take the stored coal. I like the idea of leaving it open to use later, especially as we're struggling to produce enough coal as it is. And it's going to get colder. So I'm going to take only the stored coal. We are still trying to save up for a outpost depot, and the coal mine is probably where we're going to send people. So we're going to only take the stored coal. Yeah, it's got a little icon over its head now, because we can get wood from Winterhome as well once we finally do get that depot going, and we just don't have it going. So we're going to take the stored coal, but I don't desperately need the coal back home right now, so we're going to send these scouts out to somewhere else now. Let's send them out to Freshwater Spring. Let's click on you so I can see how long it would take you. It'd take you a day and 2 hours to get to Freshwater Springs. What are these things? They'd probably take you a while because you're really far away. 2 days and 8 hours. That's the Dreadnought Landing, and that's going to take 2 days, 19 hours to get to the Walled Colony. I'll tell you what, you're much closer to the Freshwater Springs. Take you a day and 2 hours to do that. Let's send you that way. See what resources you can find. I'm okay with this. We don't need that 200 coal back home at the moment quite so bad. It's going to get cold. Oh my god. It's going to go down by 1 level. Then in several days, it's going to go down by another level. And we're going to be at that minus 70. Holy bejesus. Probably permanently or semi-permanently. Oh no. It's not good. Okay. Resolve the situation with the incoming refugees. Do I need to click on them? Oh, they're coming in. You can send scouts to meet the survivors and escort them to our city. Say, oh, crud. I should have done that. Can I... Oopsie. The target cannot be reached. Oop. Well, they're gonna come here, but probably not safely. Good luck. I guess, I can probably make another scouting party. I just don't know if I need another beacon to do that. You need 40 wood and 5 labor to create another scouting unit. We can make some people available. The 40 wood is what I don't really want to spend. Don't know. Are they gonna all arrive dead if I don't send someone out to get them? Yikes. 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 I should have done that. I guess I was too stupid. I didn't realize that was something I actually needed to send people out to do. I know it said something about like sending people out to get them, but like I just didn't understand that they were a resource on the map. But I can free up some people and make this happen to get them safely. To get them safely here, we can make this happen. 1, 2, 3. Let's take some of you. Let's take some workers off of duty here. 2. There we go. Let's make it happen. Let's make this happen. It's expensive for wood, but let's make them happen. We have scouting party number 2. Send them here. It'll be worth it if they don't, you know, that way they don't all die. Number 2 sent, oh, are they gonna take, no, 7 hours. I was gonna say, are they gonna take longer to get there than it is gonna take for them to get to us? All right, that'll have to do. That'll have to do. Any chance where we could possibly save more people that way is a chance I'm willing to take. I wish I'd have done that sooner then. I didn't realize. Another scouting unit will come in really handy, though. It's true. That is true. And once we have the more workers, maybe I won't mind keeping that second party out there. Because my concern with having a second scouting party was just having 5 people away scouting and not working, because we were kind of low and people were dying. But honestly, now that we've got more people coming in, maybe it's okay. Public penance, grumpy old man. Sir, a crowd has dragged an old man from his house. They are going to force him to submit to the public penance. Repent, you wretch, someone shouts. Maybe this will teach you to keep your foul mug shut. The man is known for his sharp tongue, but we have no reason to doubt his piety and loyalty. We can disperse the crowd. Discontent will rise slightly. I trust my people. Discontent will fall slightly. He might get hurt. Disperse the crowd. Leave him alone. We don't need to force him into... Look, I'm the only man who can force people into penance. I can force people into penance. The rest of y'all need to calm your bones. We're at 0 discontent and 100% hope. We're doing fine. I'm also switching over to standard meals right now because we're full. We're full on rations. We won't be once we have all of these tons of people come in, but it's fine. We're also full on coal right now, which is amazing, which is grand. What a grand tale we have right now. I guess I could, excuse me, I guess I can take some people off of coal duty for the time being. I can take a handful of engineers off of, let's just take all of them off of that for now, and again, work on getting our steel rolling for now. Once it gets colder, we'll shimmy some people over, but again, resources are actually looking really great right now. No one's homeless. Let's build something. We probably want to save some stuff for tech, but let's build bunkhouses is probably what I should do. Do we want to go ahead and do that resource depot though before I lose my chance? A hothouse has been researched. I'm not going to build one right now because I don't have that many cores, and I think I want to use them for other things, but we have the ability to do so now. The outpost depot, I think, will help us in the long run. Chiban, a criminy. Excuse me? It needs to be, okay, it needs to be against a wall, I see. Looks like I can set one over here too if I wanted to. Where else can I put one? Is it just those two spots? I think this is kind of out in the middle of nowhere. This at least is semi-close to a road that I can build to. So I think I'm going to build it over here. It's not adjacent to a street. No, it is not. But we are going to build that street. We're going to make that happen. I'm going to click on this guy. It's going to take me like 17 wood to get to. It's like a very strange road. Weirdly enough, though, if it's going to go out that far, weirdly enough, is it a better idea to go straight to here? Yeah, that's 14 wood instead of 17. So actually, weirdly enough, that's a better road. So never mind on that. But we'll go ahead and build that road. That's fine. It's going to cut through our stuff, so it's going to make squeezing things in a little awkward, but we can always destroy roads as needed. So that's going to be under construction, and we can man that as soon as we possibly can. We have a new technology we can work on. Excellent. We just spent a ton of steel, but we can do something, surely. Things are looking up. Yeah, things are. Things are looking not too bad right now. Not too shabby. Excuse me. Let's do... What were we really interested in? Houses? How expensive are houses? They cost 25 steel to make. Bunk houses at 10 steel is already so much work, but it's only getting colder. I think houses are gonna be right now our best investment for the cold, so the people aren't getting sick. That way the people that we do have working aren't all ill. I think that's going to be our best move. The steam coal mine, very tempting right now. Very, very tempting. Once we get that resource outpost, depot, whatever it's called, going, that's going to help with the coal. I think we'll do house probably now, and then probably the steam coal mine next. Because I'd love to do some automation upgrades right now, but right now we need to take care of the coming cold that we know for a fact is happening. Because we're going to have to be in permanent steam generator ×2 mode probably eventually. Eventually that's going to have to be a thing, and I'd like to get prepared for it sooner rather than later. So I think that's what we're going to do. I think we're going to start our investment in houses. We don't even have all bunk houses yet, but we'll start the investment there, get that rolling. Houses have been researched. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. How are we doing? Excuse me, man, I'm losing my voice, question mark? We are in just one right now, so we do have quite a bit of a surplus. Good. 91 steel a day, 172 wood a day, which is good. Food is horrible right now, but that's because we just switched back to standard rations, because I know it says we're losing tons of food, but we're somehow we have managed to pull through with only ever having one cookhouse and a handful of hunters' huts. So we're pulling through. Now, how's this pile? 484. So this pile is maintaining. It is actually continuing to, like, with just 7 people working the thumper, we're doing really well. Eventually, I forget what the steel coal thumper does, because we can get a steam one. I don't know if that creates more piles and more coal. If it does, then yeah, we can keep our automaton on that. I love having this automaton work these piles that this makes, because he's out in the cold, but he doesn't care. It's great. Workers would be out in the cold. They're building some roads to get to that resource depot. Things are looking up. We have 20 sick people. None are in palliative. 19 sick people, so they're being treated. The amputee thing, we can, let's work on that, actually. I've got a worker that I can do. Let's switch to prostheses. I want to build 2 of those. I assume he'll build 2 and stop. Put a worker on that. I don't actually have the iron for both of them right now, but let's get those built. And it's about to get cold. We need to turn those tents into bunkhouses, but we'll be saving the rest of the steel that we get for that purpose, pretty much. Oh, it's time for a new book of laws. We are in constant need of steel. We are. We're in constant need of steel. Oh, do I have the second steel mine running right now? Do I just have one steel mine running right now? I might. We might move some people over from wood over to steel if we need to, if we can. Rather, I'm interested in doing some more purpose, because I'm very curious. I kind of want to become this protector of truth. It's not going to do a lot for us right now, because we're not worried about discontent or hope. I just really want to know what this is. My curiosity is killing me. House of Healing would be good for heat. I just really want to know what Protector of the Truth is. I mean, what's after this? I'm going to sign Protector of the Truth. I have become the Protector of the Truth. Sign it into law. Oh, we less than an hour to sign in. Oh, are we not ready? Is it not ready? There we go. I think it's ready now. It looks ready to me. Yeah, now we can sign. Apparently, we were like a minute too soon. Protector of Truth. New law. The inspired word of our captain is the only guidance we need. It's created a tiny shred of discontent, but we can take care of that. What is the truth? Our captain has the answers to all of life's mysteries. We all have to obey his orders, so why not make it official? Right? That's kind of what I'm saying. Captain's words, our faith keepers will knock on every door to spread the word of our captain, make sure it is obeyed. And it's gonna, discontent will fall, make it happen. As first order, we're gonna do it. We're gonna immediately send my words out into action. Now, we can't enact it yet, but what did we just unlock? What did that do? What is this? New faith. With the introduction of the new faith, all who voice doubts will be branded enemies of the faith. Everyone must be devoted to the survival of our cause. All those who do not follow will be swept aside. Hope will never be a problem again. Londoners will have to renounce their views, which we're not worried about. A public execution space will be built. Oh no. Some Londoners will die. Again, we don't have any Londoners, so not a problem. Some people will feel compelled to fight this law. Some of them will die. So this is this is a good way where if all else fails and we're at the point where like hope is about to crumble and we have no other option, new faith is probably the way to go, because we'll never have to worry about hope ever again. Because we don't have any Londoners, so no one has to die, but occasionally someone's going to try to uprise and they'll have to die. So like this, because there is the tiniest chance of some kind of death, it might be more than a tiny chance. This to me is a last resort. We are completely fine on hope. This is completely unnecessary for us at the moment, but good to know that that's now in our back pocket. That's good to know that that's in our back pocket if that ever becomes a problem. It's hard to believe it will unless there's some scripted event, or these people that we're about to bring into the fold are, again, fanatic evil people or something. But only time will tell on that. Okay, great. We did it. We signed that into law. Curiosity was killing me. It was killing me. What is the use of the outpost again? It allows us to create what's basically a scouting party, but to permanently bring resources back in from outside. So like that coal mine we discovered and we got the resource out of it, we didn't tear it apart. It's still operational. So we can use the outpost depot to send what's basically a scouting party to that location over and over again as a permanent source of a resource. In that case, it'd be coal. We could send them to, the other one we can do is Winterhome. Winterhome is a permanent source of wood if we want to send them there. So once the resource outpost depot is built, we can send people to either one of these locations to continue to get resources for us. Yes. We were constantly needing steel. Yeah, I saw that earlier. I'm glad that we found out what it is. Yeah, I am too. I see. That's very useful. It's very useful. It is a public execution space. Look, I'm not willing to say we're a dystopia right now. But once we're straight up executing people, maybe we have made that final leap. Excuse me. Refugees from Frostland running from the storm. A huge crowd of people has reached our city. Many of them are sick. They say that some kind of enormous weather anomaly is coming our way and that they'll die without our help. We'd never have survived it, thank our lucky stars that the polar explorer Nansen warned us about the disaster and told us to evacuate. Please let us in. Oh, we're absolutely letting you in, of course. You're sick. Hopefully we can treat you. We have a lot of sick people right now, so hopefully we can treat you. Everyone's welcome. 70 people, 30 of them ill, will enter our city. 70 people will enter our city. Discontent will rise. Hope will also rise. We can fight the discontent. We have ways of doing that. Only the healthy ones. Discontent will rise slightly. Hope will fall slightly. We don't need to do that. Send them on their way. No, everyone's welcome. Send me your ill. Send me your refuse. We will put you to work. There is hope yet to be had. Everyone is welcome. Come on in. Come on in, you guys. You guys. I hope we won't regret it. We will not. We couldn't have done it any other way. Yes, we are. Look, this is what needed to be done. And both of these are full on workers right now. So right now we really don't have anything for most of these people to do. We can put them to work in the factory, I guess. Factory will produce 1 prosthesis from tin steel. Perfect. 2. No one's working it yet. I hope this means that once they fulfill this order, they're just going to do nothing, is what I hope that means. I'm going to put everybody on work there to make those prostheses happen as soon as possible. I'm going to put some people on cold duty over here because it's about cold time. It's about cold time, everybody. So we're going to put you to work over there. We need to build a ton of houses now, too. We're going to keep this up to maximum duty because, again, it's almost cold time. And we're going to be doubling up our coal consumption here very soon. This thing isn't built yet, so we can't do anything with that yet. Now, we do have our other scouting party that is ready to roll, and because we have you, we might as well use you, right? And we're going to send you this way. Let's go to, excuse me, I do not know what I'm clicking on. The walled colony seems to be the most appetizing to me. Even if there's a shred of a chance there's people there or cores there, I would love to do that. Sizable settlement surrounded by a low wall made of stone, ice, and snow. The dreadnought's fascinating. I think this actually the dreadnought might be a permanent source of steel, is what that might be, because it's just a giant ship basically. I'm gonna go to the walled colony. That's the one that interests me the most. So we're gonna send scout unit number 2 that way. Oh wait, what is this? Oh, I have more refugees. Oh no, I have more refugees. Can I cancel that? Can I cancel this order? Hang on, this guy. Can I cancel this order? I would rather send you to refugee. Yes. Oh, I can switch. Oh, I can switch. I just didn't know how to do it. Yeah, I have more refugees coming. Oh, if I have more refugees, we'll just keep you on permanent refugee order until that's taken care of. Yeah. Do that. Human lives are more valuable to me. Once we have the resources to build anything, and we have 62 homeless now. So once we actually have the resources to freaking build anything, we're gonna be great. Okay, there's the hothouse. We need some tents, just to so that they have some place to stay at all. Because right now they do not. I think we're gonna knock down this street temporarily. I don't think that did what I want. I don't think that did what I thought it would do. Here we go, this button right here. I'm like, what's happening? We needed to destroy that so that I've got some more room for tents, because we can build streets through buildings, so that's fine. How many have I built? 1, 2, 3, 4. I do not like this weird sized thing we have here. 5, 6. So I think that's the best way to shape that. Honestly, that's the least weird looking thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 6 new shelters. And we can probably shove a guy right up in here just because. Although if we shove it, yeah, no. Ting tang, walla walla bing bang. Ting ting, walla walla bing bang. Because that'll give us tons of new room, and it's going to cost us like all of our wood to do. But let's do it, and then our street that we have. Is it snapping to this properly? It is. It is. Okay, we'll do that. There we go. Cool. Make it happen. Make that happen. So we have a bunch of new tents going up. We did not have enough steel to turn them all into bunkhouses, but that way our homeless will have at least something to stay in. Our food rations are deteriorating quickly. Let's switch over to soup for now. And once we have more resources, we'll build another hunter's hut to put some people to work at hunting. I said that outpost is very useful. It is. It is. Or it will be. New Faith would be bad for us right now. Right now it would be. We gotta build emergency medical posts and infirmaries. We probably should. I just don't have the resources. I figured right now to keep people from getting more sick, the tents are gonna be more necessary is what I figured. If I'm wrong about that, I'm wrong about that, and that's gonna suck real right bad. But yeah, our medical facilities are at max at the moment, which is such a bummer because they were doing so. Oh, food. We could probably do the food thing again. Extra rations for anyone that can do extra rations, because that will boost the speed at which they recover. It is now colder, so we're gonna go into overdrive. We're gonna go into overdrive first, and then we'll go into steam level 2 and let the stress go down. Because they essentially right now are at our technology level. They do the same thing. Going into overdrive or going to steam level 2 has the same effect for us right now, so that's fine. We probably need to do a new steam hub as well. That's probably what we need to do. Probably need to run a new steam hub over here where all these people are. Or if we had the extended range tech, I would have loved to do that. Yeah, I think I'm gonna slap a hub down over here somewhere because there's a road here that we could absolutely do that at. I don't know if we have the resources for it or not. It's under we do not. That's 20 hole steel. Steel is a problem. It's a major problem right now. I don't know that it's a major problem that's worth having people go into 24-hour duty over. How much steel a day or whatever am I producing? I am producing 96 steel a day, almost 100 a day. So every single day we're producing a ton of steel, which is great. Those actually still don't have access to roads. I should probably slap down a couple more roads, huh? Just a couple more roads. Just a couple of more roads. Do something like that. Connect that up just because. I don't know if that's helpful or not. That might just be a waste of 1 wood, but what's 1 wood, right? We do have more people. We have 263 coal coming in. And that's it. No, I don't think it's coming in. I think they're. Oh no. We sent them on to a different place. That's fine. That's fine. So we got 63 wood. Achievement unlocked once more unto the breach. Scouts have reached the freshwater spring, so let's see what that's all about. We might build a hunter's hut right now, actually. Now that I think about it, hunter's hut probably doesn't cost any steel. Several pools are kept from freezing by a hot spring deep underground. Patches of hardy lichens cling to the bare rock at their edges. It looks like a good place for a hideout. Survivors? Freshwater springs degenerated but alive. Near the freshwater springs, we met some refugees from Winterhome. They are a sorry sight and seem to be completely unmoved by the fate of their city. Asked what kept them from starving, they looked away, then mumbled something about eating lichens. and maybe each other. Sites discovered. If there's a frozen grove we've unlocked, we can escort the survivors to the city. I think we will. It's 22 workers, 7 children. It's not a ton of people, but it is absolutely like a worthwhile number. Send them. They might die, or we can leave them. And we're gonna escort them. Let's escort them back home. Come on home. Where's the grove that we just unlocked? Oh, it's actually real close. It's right. Oh, I couldn't zoom in, but it's real close. It's right there. So eventually they'll head back out that way. We have a ton of people coming in now, which is going to be a little bit food problematic. Let's do a hunter's. Yeah, it is just 20 wood. That is worth doing. That is worth doing. I think it might just be worth doing. I don't know if I really want to set it there necessarily, but maybe I do. It's kind of my coal area. We might end up putting another thumper out here at one point in time. At some point in time, maybe. I guess I can start building out this way. Kind of keep things together, because I can put hubs and stuff out this way. So right here is probably not a bad spot. I don't think so. I don't think that's a bad spot. We'll set you there. There we go. It's 20 wood. We do need wood for resource. We're full on coal, which is amazing, which means I'm going to bump you up to level 2. Once it hits level 2, I can probably afford to turn overdrive off for now, so it doesn't get too stressed out. Because, you know, the stress will build and eventually blow itself up, so let's not do that. That's level 2 officially? Yeah, I think it is. Turn that off. We'll turn that back down. Again, it's not keeping everyone livable. It's keeping pretty much everyone in chilly, but it is what it is. It's what we can do right now. Someone's becoming gravely ill. What do medical posts? Well, medical posts are only 25. We can do that. We can do that. Yeah, set you in here. Get that built ASAP. Get that thing built. We have the engineers to run it. Okay. That'll help. A righteous denunciation, a lying child. Sir, a girl is asking to speak to you. She's crying and repeating that her mother is innocent. I lied to the priest. I'm so sorry. I told him that my mom said you're a damned fool and will burn in hell, but I was just mad at her. I made it all up. Please don't punish her. Go and don't do this again. This child must be lying. Her mother will be punished. Discontent will fall. Well, I do not. Look, man, I'm just gonna say don't do it again. Just don't do it again. We don't need to lower discontent or raise hope. So the option that is the most moral, I think, is the one that's the most sensible. Yeah, we better build a couple more of these, huh? Yeah, we'll build a couple more of those. We are, yeah, yikes. People are freezing right now. Oh, it's all so wonderful that people are freezing right now. I need to build more bunkhouses, I think. Because if we look at our tents, yeah, our tent situation, they're built, but they're freezing now. We need to build a hub, actually. A steam hub will go a long ways right now. Let's try to get in here-ish. Maybe, oh, actually, yeah, right here-ish can get me one more tent, and this tent over here is just kind of screwed, unfortunately. Let's build that. Apparently that still needs a road. How did I miss you? There you go. Let's get a road built in there. We have a lot of construction going on, but luckily we have a bunch of people milling around to do it. Have we built those darn prostheses yet? Oh, I think we have. Actually, yeah, we're down to 1 amputee. Is that a new amputee? Did I get a new amputee and I didn't see it? We might have. I think we do. We're gonna build another prosthetic for 10 steel. Let's do that. I think we got the achievement because we produced our first prosthetic. amputee number went down to 1. Okay, good. It's a new amputee. Okay, I missed that. I missed that notification at some point. So we're building some more clinics. We're gonna man that as soon as we can. Today's labor is done. This is inoperative because it's too cold. The heater's on now. Oh boy. Is it still too cold? Oh boy. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Okay, so we... Ooh. Yikes. Okay, let's build another steam hub over here then. I'm gonna keep putting clinics over here. I'm gonna put a steam hub right there. Oh boy. We can do a new tech. I think I have so many things I want, but it just takes so much time. Because it wouldn't be a bad idea to get our range, not generator range, but our steam hub range upgrade would be pretty nice. That would be pretty good. Improved heaters would be good. Improved heaters will raise the temperature of workplaces by 2 levels. Each heater consumes 2 coal per hour when running. That would be good. That would be real good. Because we have a heater on, but it's just not enough right now. Because I think the thing that I was going to do next was the steam coal mine. Is what I was going to do next. And what's infirmary mechanization? Infirmaries will employ fewer people. That'll give us more workers and stuff that we don't desperately need right now, but it is an option. What's industrial hothouse? Now that we've unlocked that, an efficient steam-heated hothouse where a variety of crops can be grown, supplying 60 raw food per day, which is pretty dope. It's just core expensive. It's very core expensive. And if you were doing child labor and having them work the hothouses, that would probably be worth doing. I am not. So hunters are actually pretty good. I think improved heaters might be the way to go. Because I can always just build steam hubs at all. Like, I can just build more of them. And then eventually, when we upgrade their range, I can tear down the ones we don't need extra of and then have them on higher range. So I think improved heaters is the way to go right now. Because coal is actually kind of doing okay. We're kind of maintaining coal right now. How long does it take? 9 hours? We can do 9 hours. We can do improved heaters in 9 hours and then switch to steam coal if necessary after that. Let's do that. Let's get that rolling. We have people that are going to become gravely ill, and it's going to become a serious problem. Heating problem, cold homes. We're just not gonna do this. All right, I'll be right back. I need to get actually some more coffee making. I don't think I have more on its way. I'm gonna go take a quick bathroom, and then I'm gonna start brewing some more coffee, and I'll be back in a minute or two. Yeah, got more coffee and brewing. Look forward to that in a few minutes. Oh man, okay. So we've got the heating problem with the cold homes. This is not an unfamiliar quest to us. We have 28 cold homes is the problem. I'm gonna say that I can't address this now because we really can't address this now. We just don't have the resources, and it's just gonna end in a broken promise. So we're starting to get a little bit of discontent, but we can handle that. This is the factory, not my temple. Let's do evening prayers. Maybe hope will rise, discontent will fall slightly. We could do that. Hope will rise, discontent will fall. We could do a ceremonial service. We could do some evening prayers, and then do a ceremonial service. And then we're back down to 0 discontent. Excellent. And easy peasy, just like that, we've done it. I'm gonna turn the heater on here, and we're gonna max out our workers. It's still inoperative because it's still very cold, but we are building a steam hub here, which will help a lot. In fact, it's almost built, so once it comes online, I'm gonna click on it. Can we don't have any upgrades for you yet, do we? No, we just the 24-hour setting, and then there's the range setting. Okay, yeah. So you're online now. So these two, I think, should be just warm enough. Perfect. They're just warm enough now to actually finally be able to do their thing. Oh, refugees from Frostland. Achievement unlocked, lost souls. The second wave, another huge group of refugees has arrived. They're in even worse condition than the previous one, many of them victims of frostbite. They all talk about a huge storm coming from the south. Nansen led us north because his years exploring the Arctic taught him to survive here using natural resources. Nobody could have guessed what was coming, though. Should we let them in? Everyone's welcome. 70 more people, 25 of them ill, 25 gravely ill, will enter our city. Discontent will rise. Only the healthy ones. Wow, that's a lot of ill people, especially the 25 gravely ill. Many of them might end up just dying here anyway, but I think it's worth the chance. If they bring this problem to us again, we should publicly execute the person, my lord. The cold homes person. I think you might be right. I think we might have to go to that God King level law or whatever that is. Build an execution space and be like, the next person that says we need to heat our homes is executed. I know we need to heat our homes. I don't have the resources, and y'all need to shut up. To be fair, they are just all freezing and just. I'm the only one that can do anything about it. All right, everyone's welcome. We have no homes for any of you. We will build some tents for what it's worth. Maybe one bunkhouse. Okay, we'll build. We did build a hub here, so that's going to help us a little bit with some of the heating. I can build all the way to over here, but that will be out of the range of one of our houses of prayer. But it is right next to a hub. I think we're gonna do it. We need to build like 5 more houses. We have the lumber for it. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this road is in kind of a weird spot at the moment. So I think what we're going to do is destroy a little bit of this road just so that I can pop down a tent here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so that we can just connect this up this way, and that'll be fine. And then these guys need a road here, and that's fine. And that way they have someplace to live, even if it's not super warm. It's something. It'll be something. We have 57 sick, 14 gravely sick. Now I don't have enough wood to actually build any more clinics. You are on sick absence or something? There, do that. You're at 55% efficiency. That's not great. Anyway, put you on food rations. Anyone else need food rations? I am willing to provide food rations to the ill and dying right now. Because we're doing soup, and that's what we can do. And did I build a... Built 2 medical posts. Did we build a... we did build a hunter's hut. I have people available for that. Put the workers on that. Absolutely. So that we can get more food. Do I need to... I don't need to heat this one because it's a hut. Cool. Huts require no heat, and that is okay by me. So we got people, they won't be homeless. They will be cold. They're all good. I foresee many people dying. We now have a maximum population of 358. We've like doubled our population, my dudes, and it's a lot. I just don't have the resources to build more stuff at the moment. We're burning through coal like it's nobody's business for the moment. How's our resource depot going? I'm sure we built that. We need 40 wood and 20 steel and 10 workers. We have the workers for it. We're going to absolutely build an outpost depot team once we have that. I know we burned through a lot of resources just now. Severe frostbite, yeah. 4 are in palliative care. What are you going to do? It's actually not a lot of people in palliative care. 6 hours left on this? Oh, really? We only have 6 hours left on this? We're gonna burn through it that fast? What time is it? It's 3 in the morning? It is. I mean, we are gonna start mining coal again soon. All right, put it into overdrive. Turn this off for a second, and we'll give it a second to get closer to daytime, and we'll let our coal reserves pile up again. We're gonna have to build more resource depots at some point in time, so that we can, when we are collecting coal, we can create a bigger stockpile of it. So that's something we're gonna have to do eventually as well. Our food is getting close to running out. Oh boy. Hold on a second. When do the hunters come back? And I hope they bring enough food for us all. If we starve for a day, it's just what needs to happen. But how's our factory? Do we have another amputee? Is that what I'm looking at here? I have 1 amputee. Okay. Well, I don't want to use any more steel right now on that. I need to conserve steel for housing as well. It's just such a problem. Can I get, in theory, there's an iron thing here. Can I get more steel sources? I don't think I have any more sources of steel. The only place I can get steel right now is from here, and we're working at maximum efficiency to make that happen. All right, that's fair enough. That's fine. That's what we got. Oh, I have someone waiting. Something happened. Oh yeah, dude, our people that brought the refugees back. We got more refugees coming as well. With 38 more workers and 22 more engineers. Oops. All right, we'll send our scouts out to meet them, bring them back safely. We do not have the houses or resources to provide for them, but we will give it our best shot because this is the most people we've ever had. Let's try to build infirmaries really fast or care houses. 94 untreated sick. You know, look, man. I don't even remember what some of this stuff does. An infirmary does a steam-heated infirmary with 10 beds. The sick are treated faster than a medical post, and the gravely ill can be treated safely and reliably. We probably should do. The thing is, the infirmary costs an entire steam core, so that's not a viable option for us. A care house. Up to 20 gravely ill and amputees are cared for here, receiving halved food rations. So this is just a place to keep people temporarily, 20 people. So that's kind of not too bad. It does require a little bit of steel to do. We have a care house somewhere in here. Is that one of our care? Yeah, we do have a care house. Righteous denunciation, a tip from a believer. Captain, a woman has told us that she overheard her neighbors talking about hoarding food and other supplies. Will follow the lead. Yes, let's do that, because we could absolutely use some more food right now. We could build another care house. I don't think gravely ill and amputees are cared for here. I don't know if it... I have 12 gravely and an amputee. I don't know that I actually... Is this one even... This one is actually full in treatment in a care house. I see. Yeah, maybe we should do another care house. I just don't know if regular sick people will be kept there as well. It is time to pass another book of laws. Do we want to do... We just did Protector of Truth. Do we want to do House of Healing? It doesn't require engineers to do. Treats the gravely ill and gives all patients a small hope bonus. What does it cost to build one of you? 35 wood and 10 steel. It costs 10 steel to do you. So it doesn't cost me engineers, but it does cost me steel. Because medical posts don't cost any steel. I have a bunch of engineers that I can free up that are working right now, so I'm actually not short on engineers. We might go ahead and unlock this anyway, just so that we have it in our pocket. We don't have that many people in palliative care, but there are still gravely ill and treated. I guess care house isn't working at full capacity. It looks like it is. Yeah. Oh, it's full. Care house house will keep them alive since we can treat them in the infirmaries. Regular sick people won't be kept there. We need more medical posts for those. That's what I was thinking. Care house will keep them alive till we can treat them in the infirmary. Right. So we do need another care house for some people. It wouldn't be at max capacity, so we could build another care house for some people that aren't currently being kept alive. And then, like you say, we still need a bunch more medical posts. Instead of building the care house, though, I might just keep building more medical posts, because we did take that adaptation law, I think. What was it? What did we take? We took... Was it under sustained life? Like, even medical posts will keep alive the gravely ill. Not necessarily amputees, I think. I think maybe amputees aren't necessarily kept in a medical post. They needed a care house. So technically, even our medical posts can double as care houses a little bit. So I think it's more important to get as many more medical posts going as we possibly can. We could triage. You can use triage in medical facilities to instantly heal half of patients. A quarter of them will die instantly. So this just seems like a horrible thing. Many of what I have right now are probably... The thing becomes, like, will more die because they're waiting for treatment than if I did the triage, you know what I mean? We can't do organ transplant. We can't do child labor. We can do extended shift. You can extend the workday in any facility for 14 hours instead of whatever it is. Working overtime causes discontent. Discontent will rise slightly. We could do some overtime. We could unlock that. Dueling law. We're not worried about discontent. House of pleasure. We're not too worried about lowering discontent. Moonshine. And again, we're not really worried about discontent. I was reading all these. It's been a while since I looked at some of these. I might do extended shift. So that we can put the resources on extended shifts and keep pumping more stuff out of it. I know it'll raise discontent, but again, we aren't having discontent issues. I think that might be the thing to do. Medpost will also keep gravely ill alive, but the gravely ill will take up place, so the regular sick won't be treated and will end up with more gravely ill. In conclusion, we need more medposts, care houses, and infirmary. Good luck. Yeah, the conclusion is we need more of everything, but we also don't we don't have the resources. You're not wrong. It's not that I don't want to build those things. I think we're going to sign into law extended shift. I'm not crazy on that healing thing. So it can be extended. We didn't extend it. What then, 10 hours isn't enough, I suppose, in our circumstance. My father used to tell us we were lucky to work 10 hours a day. Yeah. I think for steel and stuff, I think we might just do that. I think emergency, we don't need to do emergency shift. If I switch you to this, is that an instant rise on it is an instant rise on discontent. I'm gonna put all of these at extended shifts. It's gonna be a lot of discontent right now. But we have methods of fighting that, and we're gonna use those methods. We're gonna get a ton of discontent right now. Medical posts always work 24 hours. Cool. And then hunting huts, I'm pretty sure are... Yeah, they're just all night, so that you can't extend the night. And even if you could extend the night, would you want to? Scouts number 1 have returned safely to the city with 263 coal and some more people. Excellent, I suppose. Okay, I'm gonna do some of my discontent management real quick. We're gonna do some sermon. That will raise hope. I don't think that lowers discontent. Actually, I don't know if I can do any discontent stuff right now. Oh, yes, I can. I could do penance, maybe. Hope will rise, discontent will fall, people may be injured. Nighttime discontent will fall when the procession starts at midnight. All right, we'll get a nighttime procession going, and we'll do some public penance. Someone might get hurt, but a lot of people are already hurt. So what are you gonna do? All right, so these guys, we have some refugees already coming in. These guys we can send out way over to the frozen grove if we want. A small grove of several dozen trees. That doesn't sound nearly as promising as the walled colony. So I'm gonna send these guys to the walled colony. Send you off, there you go. Keep scouting, my scouts. Keep scouting, my scouts. We're good on coal. That's an overdrive right now. We could, just to warm things up, are we expecting it? No, it's only getting colder. It's only going to get colder, so. Coal is on full duty right now. Let's just pump this up. $13 hours left. Really? Low coal. Like, we will burn through coal like crazy fast. Okay. Alright, that's up to 2 now. Alright, turn the overdrive off for a little bit. Cool that one down. I think we're ready to create one of these outpost depot teams. I'm going to create one of those. And send you to the coal mine, I do believe. An outpost can be set up here, delivering an estimated 800 coal every 1 day. I think that might be the, I think that's, yep, send an outpost, that's you, right? Yep, so, make it happen. Is that what the yeah. The expedition travels faster following a known route to a survey location. Oh, good. Oh, good. So these guys are moving quick. It looks like they're moving 12 hours and 51 minutes. Oh, yeah, because we did that 50% sled scout thing, I think. So instead of every day, is that going to be every half day? If that's the case, our coal is going to be phenomenal. Our coal is going to be great if that's the case, if I fully understand that. All right, so we did that. I wanted to do that. Again, medical posts are a necessity at the moment. Not adjacent to the street, but we can make that happen. Again, I don't really want to build an infirmary right now, but let's build a couple of medical posts and a care house. I don't even know if they're going to be warm enough there. Do something like that. Get to building on that. We have people that can do that. Get to building, everybody. Everybody get to building. What is this? Storage near capacity. Oh yeah. Our coal capacity is at max right now. We're burning as fast as we can, and we're still keeping at full, and I enjoy that. That's a good thing in my mind. In my mind, that is excellent news. That is good stuff. Improved heaters has been researched. Nice. Do I have any facilities that require that? The care houses and medical posts. This stuff. I'll turn you on once you're built. Right now you're not built, so that's not a thing at the moment. This bunkhouse is very cold because of course it is. Okay. So I can't really use that right now. Right now, there's nothing for me to do with that. New technology. We have some resources we can spend, although we should probably be doing that on houses. Steam coal mine. We have an outpost sending people, getting us coal at the moment. So do I want to do this guy now so that I have it in my pocket? Oh, we've done houses already. Okay, so we've done houses already. Infirmary mechanization. That might be good. Infirmaries will employ fewer people. We only have like the one infirmary, so it's not actually as big. That's not as huge as you would think it is. Flying hunters, hothouse installation, resources. I'm thinking I'm leaning towards steam coal mine to put that in our back pocket. Heating, probably a better idea, but I can get to an even better efficiency when we get down to level 4. What's level 4 going to require? 125 wood and 75 steel. Weird that we have enough steel to do that. Okay, advanced heaters, upgrade. Alright, well, I think we're going to go with the steam coal mine first. I think we're going to go with that route right now. We can afford to do that. Oh, wait, that's real life. This is a major public health crisis. It is. Does the cemetery have limited capacity? I don't think it does. I can check. I don't think I ever saw a limit to its capacity. I'm doing the steam coal mine. I'm doing it because I feel like that's going to be necessary eventually. The cemetery, still, it's only at 58. It's been a while since anyone died. I mean, that's going to change probably soon, but yeah, I don't see a capacity on it. It's been a while since anyone died. That will change. People will die because we have way too many untreated people. We're trying to work on that. We can only build stuff so quickly in a day too. That's kind of another major factor to consider, that you can only build so much so quickly. What is this? This better not be the healthcare problem. More sick beds needed. I know. Some of our people are concerned about the rising number of untreated sick. They're asking you to address the problem. I will open a new infirmary. We'll have 4 days to build it. I promise the sick will be treated. You'll have 3 days to admit a third of the sick to treatment. I won't address this right now. We can always delete the infirmary if it becomes unnecessary and get our core back. I will open a new infirmary. I will do it. I will do it. I will make it happen, Captain. And if I shove it over here somewhere, I can get within heating range. Maybe I should shove it over here somewhere. I'll be in heating range over here as well. I just wanted it to be in a not weird place, and I'm gonna guarantee it's gonna be in a weird place. Shove it there. I don't think it benefits from being next to my prayer hut. Oh god, I'm so close to right here being actually a really good spot for it. So close. If only I could extend the range a little bit, I could shove it over here. Right here, it's technically in the circle, but it's not actually close enough. It's so annoying. Not even right here, really. I think right here, I think that 4 space there, because this takes up 5 space, but I think the 4 blocks is enough blocks to fit something there. Oops, I did not mean to right click. I did not mean to do that. Build you here. There you go. I'm gonna do it. Sick treated faster than a medical post. Gravely ill can be treated safely and reliably. Okay, yep, let's make it happen. We are in a health crisis. This is true. We are in a crisis. It's not that I didn't want to do it. It's just the cores. Maybe I was putting core preservation over. Maybe I was putting core preservation over the health of my people. Maybe I was doing that. Look, man. Look, man. This care house needs to be heated. We are taking care of the problem as quickly as we reasonably can. Protector of the truth, the captain's voice. Sir, our people are fighting. A crowd of believers gathered to the street to discuss the new law, and they soon came to blows. Our captain is the voice of truth. This is true. This is true. How can you doubt that for a second? Cries an outraged woman. A burly worker answers her solemnly. He's our leader, but a man all the same. I don't bleed, and he can err like anyone else. This is false. Our faith needs no prophets. How should we resolve this? My voice is law. Faith keepers will disperse the crowd. People may get hurt. I'm not infallible. Using the captain's voice will have 50% less effect, and hope will rise. Well, I'm not all about that. My voice is law in this city, all right? And you will disperse. I am not about to lower the effect my voice carries in this city. I am not about to do that. And if hope goes down a little bit, we can give a sermon. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I can almost do captain's words again, actually, which I desperately do need to. I do desperately need to use. We got more refugees coming in. The third group of refugees is here. They're on the verge of collapse, exhausted by their journey and by tending to the gravely ill and injured with them. The leader, Nansen, isn't among them. We're evacuating everyone we can, but many stayed behind with those who were too ill to travel, Nansen amongst them. God have mercy on us all. The great frost is coming. Shall we let them in? Yeah, I don't need a genius to tell me that the great frost is coming. It's only getting colder. 60 people, 50 of them gravely ill. Oh my god. Everyone's welcome. Get in here, you idiots. Get in here, you fools. Compassion. Achievement unlocked. Compassion. What looms ahead? Sir, now we can clearly see what the refugees were running from. The great frost is coming. We have to prepare. Our scientists say they can calculate the severity of the storm from observations. They just need a day or two to prepare their instruments and install them in the beacon. Okay. What am I why is the map turned like this? Oh, because that's the great frost. Oh, I see. I don't know what that means for us. I don't know if that's just guaranteed game over. But all right. We need to finish exploring this stuff that's gonna be covered in it soon. Okay, so we've got some scouts back from that. We have no more refugees coming in, I don't think. What is this? Oh, that's my dudes. Let's send you out to. We've got a person heading over to the walled colony. We have I think we have some new things. We have an ice crevasse. That's new to me. Against the stark white of the snow plateau, something stands out. A thin, dark line. It's hard to tell from the distance what's to be found there. That's spooky. Snow burrows. We can see several small mounds in the distance. Nothing stirs in the white plain surrounding them. That's spooky. Deep hollow. There's something odd about the landscape there. It looks like a shadow on the white plain that deepens towards its central point. It's spooky. Okay, so there's some spooky places out there. And there's the frozen grove. That doesn't really give me much info. It takes how long to get there? 2 days and 8 hours? It's a lot. Do I want to get to the Dreadnought landing first? Because it's possible these scouts are going to go to the walled colony, and if there's not people there, if it's just resources, I might send him over to the Dreadnought landing. So I think this set of scouts, yeah, we can go ahead and start heading to the ice crevasse, maybe, because it's only 19 hours away. It's not that far. The Deep Hollow's a day. Let's do the ice crevasse. Let's do that. Send it that way. It doesn't really promise us very much, but we will head that way and see what happens. 50 more gravely ill. Great frost. Nice. I know. It's the beginning of the end. It's the beginning of the end for us. Research beacon stereoscopic lens is what we need to do. How do I do that? Is that a research that I can do here? Functioning. I don't need to make more scouts. No cargo. Okay. Public penance is starting. Nice. Scum like you are the plague infesting this world. You will bring doom upon us. Confess. You are not saved. You're not clean. You're not. Wow. That's something. So if we go into research, I need to research. I don't know if that's something in here that I should be worried about. Oh, there's a thing literally right here. Well, that's what I'm working on. Okay. I don't actually see the beacon thing that they're talking about. So I don't know if that's something I specifically need to actually research, or that's just something that will happen in a couple days. Let me check this again. Time left, 8 days, 8 hours. Oh boy. I do need to open a new infirmary. Research beacon, stereoscopic, what looms ahead? Research beacon, stereoscopic lens. I feel like that's something I'm supposed to research in the next 8 days. Maybe not. I don't see anything about a stereoscopic lens. I don't see anything about that. I'm just looking, because I would hate to end up like doing something stupid and basically just waiting for the game to finish researching that, but like it was actually waiting on me to start it. You know what I mean? So I just don't want to do something real stupid like that.
Oh, it's right there. Okay, perfect. I was looking too low. Okay, I thought so. Is it actually like literally in every single? No, okay, it's right here. Perfect. Advanced measuring instruments installed on the beacon will enable us to gauge the severity of incoming storms. It's 100. We have 8 days to accomplish that, so we should probably accomplish that as soon as we possibly can. We do have lots of sick people. We have 123 untreated sick and 55 gravely untreated sick. That's a wee bit of a problem. That is a tiny bit of a problem that we're having right now. We should probably build, for food, we need to get another hunter's hut. Oh god, I can't actually quite fit it right there. I would have liked to. We can shed it. It doesn't require heat, technically, so we'll just shed it over here. We'll get that built. It'll cost us a little bit of wood up front, but I think it's worth doing. Because I think our food deficit is probably insane. Yeah. Yup. So our food is about to become a very serious problem that takes time to go through. Coal looks like we can't keep up, but, well, we are at 603 actually. If we can make it, it's only 0 right now. If we can make it to morning, I think we'll catch up again. I need to build, I can build stuff like in here, by the way. I'm an idiot. We need to build probably a resource depot at some point. What would that cost us? Resources, I'm sure. Resource depot extends our storage capacity for a chosen, oh, it's only for a chosen resource. It would probably have to be coal. I forgot, I have literally open space in here to put buildings. I'm an idiot. There's like stuff I could have been setting in. I didn't need to put the hunter's hut in there, but like medical posts and stuff could have gone in there. Oh well. Oh well. They still can. I can still build more, actually. Maybe we should. I need to start building more bunks. We have, oh, so many homeless people. Homeless people are just gonna straight up die, though, if we don't put them in something. Something they need to be put into. For the sake of heat, we can put them in here pretty close. Like a tent right here is close enough to the arena. I think we might do that, because that'll keep the tents warm since it's closer to the generator. That's all the wood I got. We desperately need more medical facilities, but now we have a bunch of homeless people that will just freeze up and die overnight if we don't build something for them. The storm and city readiness. What is this? Oh, that's not what I need. I don't care about the Londoners anymore. This is the beginning of the end. The storm is coming, and when it reaches the city, there will be nothing more you can do but wait it out. The storm moves towards the city, destroying and killing everything on its what? Including any outpost teams and scouts caught on the Frostland. It will bring with it extreme cold, which will render some facilities inoperative. The city has to be well prepared to survive this natural disaster. Oh no. Surviving the storm. The storm is coming, and when it reaches the city, there will be nothing more you can do but wait it out. Main objectives: survive. Additional quest objectives. Okay, if the beacon's stereoscopic lens technology has been researched this time until the end of the storm will be shown in the panel. Okay. So we don't know when it's going to actually hit yet. That's why we need the stereoscopic lens. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. All right. Let's do it. Is this infirmary built yet? It is. There we go. Healthcare promise fulfilled. You help the sick, and they and their families are grateful. Hope rises. You're darn right it does. Book of Laws time, everybody. Book of Laws. We did the extended shift, which was pretty dope. Triage, huh? Some people will absolutely die. It will heal half of people instantly. The thing is, we have so many untreated. We have so many untreated people they're gonna just die. Like, I'm holding out hope that we can somehow manage to treat everyone And I don't know that that's true. Just put a pause down for a second here while we consider our options a little bit. We have, oh my god, 135 sick, 38 gravely. We're getting to the point where my resources, I'm spending so many resources on medical clinics just to stem the bleeding that I'm not going to have enough resources by the time the storm comes to get stereoscopic lens, to get houses built. Like, there's so much that we need to do with our resources that we just can't fulfill right now. Triage it is. Triage, I don't like it. Signing it into law. That gives us that tool in our book. Guess we should have refused the ill. Well, no, I think it was still worth taking on the ill because they can still be treated. If we refused the ill, they were all as good as dead anyway, right? So now we're some of them will still survive. God forgive us, but we can't save everyone. Oh boy. What are you? Build an outpost. Okay, an outpost can be set up here delivering 800 coal every day. Yeah, build your outpost there. Do it. I don't know how long that'll take you. It'll take another 12 hours. Okay, cool. So it's not actually built yet. We need to build that outpost. Triage will be for half of patients will be healed instantly, but roughly 1 in 4 will die. The number of patients will be reduced by 3/4. Hope will fall with each dead patient. Discontent will rise. We are also out of food. We are also officially out of food. Oh, we managed to get that monstrosity. Oh boy. I really don't want to, but it's what option do we really have, right? If we can't save everyone we brought in, we can at least save most, right? The cooldown is 3 days. It's not something we can do all the time. We did it. That's a lot of hope and discontent gone. 49 people just died. And just like that, 49 people are dead. All right, we're gonna do a sermon, and we're gonna put my captain's words out. That will help. That brought us down to 7 sick only. Holy cow. We have 27 hungry people. We only have 25 homeless now. Before we run out of coal, we're gonna do this. Okay. I think that just solved a lot of problems. It's gonna lower our drain on our food. It's gonna make a lot more food available to us because we were feeding all those sick people. It means we have to house fewer people. It means we don't have to build as many medical posts. Even though we had just built the infirmary. It's not amazing. It's not wonderful. I'm not celebrating what we did. I'm not celebrating what we had to do. But I truly believe it's what we had to do. There were over 100 people untreated. Over 100 untreated people. There was just no way we were going to be able to address all of them, have the resources to do it, build enough houses for people to survive the cold that we know is coming. The cold that we know is coming. That was hard. That was hard to admit that we had to do it. They'd be as good as dead, but we'd have more food and space to treat the people that we already have. You're absolutely right. The triage, yeah, necessary evil. Yeah, no, I agree. I think that was a necessary evil. I think it had to be done. Especially for food purposes, which I think we still need to build another hunter's hut to provide for as many people as we do have right now. Shove it up there, that's fine. Gonna have just a bunch of hunter's huts over here. They only produce 20 food a day, which is not amazing. At the time when we didn't have even 200 people, it was working just fine. 20 food though can be turned into 20 food can be turned into 100 food rations. I think. No, soup. 20 food turns into 50 food rations. Half as well as I thought as I was gonna do, since we're doing soup. So it goes far, about as far as one can expect it to anyway. Our cookhouse, we have only engineers working on that. We can put workers on cookhouse duty. We're out of raw food and we have only 57 rations left. Yikes. Yeah, we have people that are kind of starving right now. But again, we're building another hunter's hut. That'll help a lot. How bad is our food deficit? Like 77. That'll bring it up to about 350 a day. For food rations, not for raw food. So maybe another hunter's hut. Yet a second one. Yet another hunter's hut. Do I have I don't have a steam hub up here, do I? Well, I don't think I need one for a hunter's hut. I don't think a hunter's hut needs a steam hub, so that's fine. Once we can, we need our tech. Our next tech we're gonna do is I really want to do the stereoscopic lens, so we know when the storm's coming. The music's getting dire. Oh boy. Oh boy. Now we have only one untreated sick person right now. How's this infirmary? And yeah, I can get my steam core back if we delete that. What are we teching on right now? Steam coal mine? Perfect. We do need to do that. We need to get all these mines upgraded to steel coal mines. Scouts have reached the ice crevasse. Let's see what they've discovered. Did you call the scouts back? When's the frost coming? We don't want them to die there. We literally don't know when it's coming until we've built that stereoscopic lens, I think. That or it's coming in 8 days, and that's why we have an 8-day limit. So yeah, they should be fine for a few days, as far as I can tell. We found the dying people Nansen's refugees told us about. They're sheltering in an ice crevasse. There's more survivors. Yikes! Hopefully they'll be healthy. Ice crevasse on the verge of death. These people are on their last legs despite taking shelter in an ice crevasse. Many of them suffer from heavy frostbite and hypothermia. We can help them still if we act quickly and bring them to our city. They can't stand on their own. Some can hardly speak. And it's unlocked Camp Vulcan. We can bring them to our city. It's 7 children and 12 workers. It's not a lot of people. But I can't choose to not bring them. All right, bring them to our city. Get them back here. They're not well, but what's happening right now? Oh, this is just at 50% stress level. That's fine. Yeah, that's just what it is. We can probably go back to how is this? Our surplus is huge, so I'll wait for this to pile up before we switch back to steam level 2. These guys are almost done with building their outpost. And I don't know if that's going to immediately grant us that 800 coal, or if then they got to start making the 800 coal. I'm not entirely sure. Alright, this hunter's hut is ready for workers. Make it happen, Captain. Alright, you are waiting now. Does that mean you have to transport? Delivering 800 coal from transport stop. Storage is full. I don't think it is. I don't think it is full. Well, if you say it's full, I think we need another resource depot is what the problem is. For coal specifically. Alright, that's up to ×2 now. Close that. Let's get a resource depot so that we can start keeping this coal that we're just letting die. We'll set you up there because I don't think you need heat. I don't think a resource depot needs heat. I don't think it does. I don't think it's necessary. Alright, cool. We have some homeless. We need to build some homes. Let's start with some tents for the people that are straight up homeless right now. For the people that just have no home. Build one over there. Build over here. So we do have more people coming. That will build some tents. That will take care of what we have currently. The next thing are bunkhouses for the people that are way out here in the boonies. 12 wood, 10 steel. We can do it. We can do it. Yes, we can. Do I need to save? I want to save for that research, so let's just do that for now. That'll be a start. Get some bunkhouses going. Get some of our internal heat going. Yeah. This is intense. We have 45 people available to do things. I don't want to do anything with our resources right now because I got to do that stereoscopic lens. You are available now. Send you there. We go. We got people ready to go make us some food. And if this has updated, we have a surplus now. We're on soup. So it's not the best food, but we now do have a surplus. We can't do evening prayers because we don't have any food right now, so we can't do that. I would like to do that eventually. That's not what I was looking for. Faith keepers, what do you got? You got nothing. Okay, cool. So hopefully we can start getting these 55 treated people being treated as soon as we can. By the time these people come with more people. I just keep saying the word people. You're waiting. Once we get down to 100 coal left, these guys in theory should pop into our city to drop off 800 coal, since that's the issue right now, is that we don't actually have room to carry our current coal, which is why I wanted to build this resource depot so that we can actually start holding more. I don't know how much more it'll carry. I also really want this 89. I really want this steam coal mine so we can start upgrading a steam coal mine, a coal mine to a steam coal mine. We really need to upgrade. We really need our tech. We need to be able to get this guy up to level 3 is what we really need to be able to do for however long a storm lasts, because it's going to shut everything down. There's a lot of unknowns. I have a lot of unknowns here. Stored resources, coal. It's going to be for coal. There we go, coal. Now I have immediately 972 coal. Perfect. Temperature is freezing. I don't think it matters because I don't think people work here. And now I don't have my resource people waiting anymore. Perfect. Nice. Okay. I have 63 homeless people for some reason. Oh yeah, I had more because we were upgrading their houses. Crud. I always do that in the middle of the night when they're most likely to start freezing. Scout unit number 2 has returned safely to the city with some more people that we now have to take care of, but okay. It is what it is. Oh my god. Is it getting closer? I can't even tell if it's actually getting closer or not. Let's send you guys to Camp Vulcan. Several shacks stand at the foot of a small hill. We can see plenty of activity. People are moving between them constantly. If the storm comes, will it just kill everyone that's still alive out here? You know what I mean? If there's people living there, send the scouts. Send them. It'll take us a day to get there and like a day back, but I think that's okay. I think we'll survive that. I should have built another workshop to research things faster. There's a lot of things I feel like on a second run I might try to like prioritize differently. Oh boy. Especially with like getting things researched as fast as possible so we could have the best of everything. As well, I mean, there's only so fast you can reasonably upgrade things because you have to have the resources for it, you know? You have to have the resources to actually make the upgrades and to build the things. What is happening here? What is this? Desperate father, runaway child. Sir, a man is here to see you. He says that his daughter ran away after the news of the storm spread. He wants to borrow a scout sled and go after her. She's a big girl, but she was always impulsive and she scares easily, the father explains. I must find her before she's lost for good. She's all I have left. He'll die too. Stop him. This man will be prevented from leaving the city. Hope will fall. Equip him for the journey. You don't have enough food rations. Oh no, or ignore him. I would give him the food rations. We just literally don't have food. I don't understand. If I say ignore him, will he just try to go anyway? I guess so. He'll just go anyway and probably never return. I'm sure he'll just die. Stop him. Don't let him go. I don't have the food to send him out with, which means he'll just go out there and just die. So let's just not. Hope's gonna fall. We have ways of fighting that are on cooldown right now. Hopefully we'll get that back as soon as possible. Oh no. Scouts have reached the exile colony. What do we got? Numerous snow shelters expertly built from blocks of hard-packed snow huddle around cold, burned-out campfires. A deathly silence hangs over the colony. There are survivors. Looming danger of the Great Frost makes this intense and super suspenseful. I like the story elements of this game. First the Londoners, now this. Yeah, I was... The Londoners thing had me nervous. The giant storm coming has me thinking that we're just gonna die when it gets here. I don't know how I'm gonna put up with that. Exile colony, dying exiles. Some of the exiles are still alive, just barely. We could try to bring them to our city, although they might die on the way. One of the dying held a diary to his chest. We read the last entry. Exiled from Tesla City, with food and fuel running out, we sent the strongest among us to search for help. They're our last hope. We're afraid this refers to these poor Yankees we buried. Oh boy. We can escort them. Leave them. Rob them of their supplies. Oh man. Let's escort them. Bring them in. We can't feed you, but bring them anyway. We will just keep building hunters' huts. I guess that's what we'll do. Yeah, let's get another one of you guys rolling on a hunter's hut. Rolling on a hunter's hut. Rolling. Don't like how this has how this has become. Rolling. Rolling. I think I'm just gonna shove it all the way back here. Because why not? Maybe it'll count for the shrine. I have my doubts. I don't think it will. We'll put that under construction. We'll need another one eventually anyway for all the people coming. We can build more tents and stuff in here. I'm going to work on upgrading this stuff as soon as we can. You're going to be here in 12 hours with more resources. This guy is at level 2, and it does not say how many hours I have left on coal. So in theory... is that because we were at a surplus? That's pretty dope. That's pretty exciting. Okay, cool. This, although, does say at what we have about 6 hours. So, actually, I don't think we have enough time for these guys to get here before that runs out, which is why I want the steam coal mines, which we need to do as soon as possible. It's about to drop 2 more levels. We're about to go to -70. It will get warmer by 1 again. That will happen. There it goes, and we just got colder. Yikes. Oh boy. Oh boy. We can turn this guy into overdrive for now. Let it stress out for a little bit. Our hope just fell significantly from that. God, do we need food rations. Boy, oh boy, do we need the food rations. Food really snuck up on us. 30 untreated sick once again. Yeah, we're down to 14. They are getting treated. It's just that we have homeless people right now, which I can build some more tents over here just in the middle. That'll get some of them. It is a tough game though. It is tough. It's tough. It is unforgiving. We'll slap you over there. That should be enough tents to take care of the homeless that we currently have. We have more survivors on the way, so it's only gonna get tougher. A tip from an unbeliever. Someone's hoarding food supplies. Well done. That's gonna help a lot. We usually get a pretty good chunk of food out of that. And it's immediately eaten up. Yep, that sounds about right. A good chunk or not, it's all we could handle. It's all we could muster. Okay. Well, at this point, we're playing the waiting game. Well, I have quite a few resources. I think it's time to bunk up some more houses. It's time to bunk up some more houses, I think. We need to get them to the point where they're regular houses as well. We're just not there yet. Yeah, I'm gonna wait on that. We're about to tech up. There we go. Steam coal mine is ready. We can do the beacon, the stereoscopic lens, begin that research. It's gonna take 16 hours. It's gonna take a long time. Our steam coal mine, I didn't save any resources to actually be able to afford to do one yet. What do you need? 25 wood, 40 steel is not that bad. And we will replace one of these. We need to be able to produce more coal. As soon as the stereoscopic lens is unlocked, we really need to upgrade this thing to be able to do level 3. Is what we need to be able to do. All right. So that's set for a hot minute. We're producing food. Nice. We're doing what we can. Again, in theory, we barely have a surplus. This, we can max. There you go. Put some people on that duty. There you go. So once those people are hunting, we've got, okay, we're at a 54 food surplus. We're slowly building our food surpluses. Oh, man. It's a lot. And we don't have anywhere to store it either. We need to build more storehouses. A citizen just had their limb amputated. Phenomenal. All right, let's do I want to do a steam coal mine. Insufficient resources to construct a standalone building. Only a conversion is possible. Correct. Yes, and that's totally fine. So we can convert this guy. 6 wood, 32 steel, steam 4. Make it happen. Make it happen. While it's down, we're not going to be producing any coal from it while it's down, so we need to make that happen as fast as possible. These are upgrading. Cool. We have 6 hours left of coal, but once this is ready, hopefully very soon. I do have a little bit of coal left. Let's go to the factory and get a prosthesis rolling. I need to do more bunkhouses, but I hate to tell them to upgrade anymore right now. I can upgrade like 2 more tents to bunkhouses, but if I do that, I'm going to have homeless people overnight. So I'm going to just wait for that to finish building, let these guys finish building these so that we don't have the homeless people overnight, because that's going to create more sick people, which is becoming, it's hard to take care of them right now, let alone we have more sick people on their way. All right, this is built. We need to max out with, okay, it's maxed out with stuff, so 79 an hour compared to the 31 an hour. So that's significantly better. That has just become significantly better for us. That puts our surplus at a lot. Oh my god. Okay, so yeah, we need to unlock this to be able to get to level 3 is what we need to do. I'll put an engineer on this duty. Sure, why not? No one's doing anything. I do not have enough steel to make an automaton, as amazing as that would be. I am a little low on steelworker here, so let's get a steelworker rolling. And our amputee is taken care of. We do have 3 people that are freezing right now. How is this going? We got some tents way out here that aren't quite making it. I'm gonna build a steam hub then, I think, to take care of this corner over here. To try to take care of the freezing portion of our population. And we are upgrading, we're upgrading. We're gonna have, I think, 7 homeless people. Do I need to build 1 more building? Is that what I need to do? It's free time right now. Free time, free time. Everybody free time. We'll start with a tent. And just shove it over here somewhere. It'll be within range of that. I don't know if I should put it here, and then the next one will go there, I think. Yes. That'll build a road. That way, okay. Slowly. Ever so slowly. What do I need to, what could I be focusing on? Child shelter. Provides a safe place for 15 children during work hours. Oh god, do I need to build another one of these, actually? Generator stress levels. Oh, Jesus. Ah! Turn it off. The temple has influenced some of your people to mend their ways. Great. I'm glad I saw that. Ooh, that was getting nerve-wracking. That was getting nerve-wracking. It's gonna get a little chilly, but we're gonna let the stress level go down. I might need a, do I need another child shelter? It's for during working hours. I have a lot of children milling around. Scouts have returned. They've brought more people. That's a thing that has happened. Generator looks panicked. I did too. I looked up and I saw it's at critical. I'm like, ugh. Oh no. Okay. Is it physically getting close? I don't think it's physically getting closer yet. So it's looming, and that's very nerve-wracking, but it might be a lot of time still. I don't know. It might be a lot of time. It might be no time. All right. Where do I want to send these scouts? The Dreadnought is interesting to me. Yeah, send them there. Because we were going to have them bump from the colony over to here and then back, but we didn't because he had survivors. So we're going to go hit that Dreadnought landing. Yep. That's what we're going to do. And hopefully that's okay. And hopefully they can make it back in time before that becomes problematic. Our other scouts will reach that other location in 3 hours. And then, yeah. We have hungry people, but we have rations now. So that's a thing. Do I need a... maybe instead of a shelter, maybe actually resources. Let's build another resource depot for, oh, it fits right in here. That's so snug. Oh, that's so snug. Let's build another resource depot for food. I know we don't have a huge surplus of it, but I would like, we have no surplus of it. So if we're gonna need to build another hunting thing as well then, apparently. Okay, well, yeah, we just brought in new workers and stuff, that's why. Building here will destroy resources. It's that little bit of wood lying around. That's fine. It's fine. Let's put another hunting post there that we can put workers on, because we just brought in some new mouths to feed. And we want to get to some kind of surplus, and I want to store it. We should probably build yet another one for coal eventually. Even maybe relatively soon. I want to have a huge stockpile of coal for when the storm comes, because I think that our buildings are going to go inoperable, which means we aren't going to actually be able to mine for coal while the storm is here. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's my suspicion. All right. Also, how are we doing on this stuff? Can I do evening prayers? I can. Let's do some evening prayers, raise some hope, lower some discontent. Nice. Yeah, I was getting a little out of hand there. Our book of laws is ready. What did we unlock earlier? Triage. Yeah, we've been waiting for that to be over. Okay, I don't have a lot more laws that I want to sign into place necessarily. Like one of the these things could be helpful. Oopsie, I don't want to close the whole thing. It's mostly tech that I'm really concerned with right now. Could do a field kitchen, raise the temperature of nearby workplace by 1 level. You will have to build 2 of them once I've done that. They're not very expensive. Serves hot meals during the workday to help people keep with the cold. I think we might go with field kitchens. House of Healing is neat, but again, it's just kind of an expensive medical outpost. Not like a crazy expensive, but a more expensive medical outpost that workers can work. But we have engineers, so I think field kitchens. That's how I feel, and we need to build 2 of them as our quest. They're really cheap, 5 wood, 10 steel, and they just help keep things warmer, is my understanding. So I'm totes down for that. I can shove this guy like right here and hit all 3 of my coal things over here. That's a good spot for it. And I can shove this guy right in between our steel. Right in between our steel. It doesn't look like it affects my hunter's huts or anything like that. And it doesn't affect these 2 buildings. It's not going to affect my wood. Just look around real quick, see what it would affect. Yeah, I think steel might be the move to make. It's really far away from everything, so let's do that. That one will need a road to it, slightly. Slight road issue right there, but that's fine. I don't know if anyone actually works in the field kitchen, or if it just does its thing forever, but we'll build a couple of those, and that'll help keep these areas warm, because they're not very warm places. I mean, this is literally freezing. Maybe we should build, it's cheap enough, a field kitchen. Oh, I don't actually have the steel for it anymore. It's cheap enough that I wouldn't mind putting yet another one over by my wood, but I don't have it. Sometimes I feel like the health minister, untreated sick, bothers me. I'm trying to give them time to heal before I go into full panic and start just building everything. I'm trying to give them time to heal. Yeah. Okay, we made it to Camp Vulcan. As we approach the camp, we can see that its inhabitants are busy packing. They've dismantled a couple of huts to build improvised sledges. Yeah, it's about time. Ever the Septic. You're going the wrong way. The scientists mistook us for refugees, but after we tell them about our city, they're nonplussed. It's probably too close to the storm to withstand it. Well, you might consult Nansen on that if you reach him in the south. Their work here is done. We could convince them to join us so we could show them our city. And we've unlocked jagged rocks. Escort the scientists to our cities. That'll give us some engineers. Direct the scientists there. Let them go their way. They will flee north and probably perish. Let's escort them. Escort duty it is. We'll get some more engineers out of that, which we were getting lowish on. We could move some people around and it'd be fine, but we were getting kind of lowish on just free engineers. I say that, but actually, maybe I'm a liar. We have 39 of them and 62 just regular workers. So maybe I'm a little bit of a liar about that. I don't know. you for some reason. Yeah, actually, no, we have tons of work. We have tons of people. We have too many people, probably. Yeah, we need to build a ton of workers' huts, don't we? Okay, we definitely do. And we have a ton of homelessness. And we have, okay, so there's some problems. We have some problems. Okay. This, ready to go. Blammo. Workers' huts. Hunters' huts, rather, not workers' huts. Whatever. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. Looks like we can build another hole in the wall here if we had wanted to. Okay. I think the move here is to ignore this tiny bit of space and just go across like this. You don't cost steel, so should I do one more of you? I think I shall. I think I shall. It's a lot of workers' huts. It's a lot of wood, but we have a lot more people coming, and we are starving. So, it might just be necessary. I need to build more housing. Holy crap, I just don't have enough wood and steel. We could go into 24-hour mode. We could go into 24-hour mode. It will raise discontent, which is becoming a little problematic right now. We already have the extended shifts. The sermon's almost ready, but that won't help with discontent. Ceremonial service will. We got another 4 hours on that, and it costs food rations to actually do, so we can't rely on that at the moment. Faith keepers. Okay, cool. I can do that now. Discontent will fall. I've got my captain's word. What do we got? What are we making? What are we making a day? 268 wood. We are making 268 wood a day, amazingly, and 134 steel. So it's just a matter of time. All right. Let me put my captain's words to work here and lower that discontent by a lot. It's not perfect right now. It's not perfect, but it's what we can do. And sermon will raise hope. Let's do a sermon. Yes, let's make that happen. Our discontent and hope is looking better now. This is almost built. I don't know if this takes a person to work it. It does. It does require someone to actually work it. A field kitchen. We'll put our engineers on it because we're going to need our workers for the hunters' huts very soon. You are inoperative probably because you need to be heated. We're going to heat you. Don't worry, we going to heat you. We got you. We going to heat you. We got the coal for it at the moment. Yeah, we're doing amazing on coal right now, actually. Which is why I don't mind getting to the point where we need to level this up to 3. Oh boy. But it would be good because people are still very cold. People are still very cold despite it being on level 2. You're doing great. It's just my problem. Well, thank you. I'm glad you think I'm doing great. I think we're in a lot of trouble. I think the thing is that our trouble just isn't here yet, but it's coming. I'm at 36 sick. All right. Oh boy. I need more food so that I can deliver it to the sick. None of them are gravely sick. They're all just regular but sick. 26 freezing. We have so many freezing people. Like these people in the tents are right next to a steam hub. They're intense. That's the problem. The problem is that they're intense. Okay, we've got some more iron. Okay, or more steel or whatever. Okay, here we go. Let's get some bunkhouses going. I want to do regular houses, but I can make more bunkhouses than regular houses. So let's do that. They're all homeless now. We have a few hours to try to get that constructed so that they can have homes. one's working this field kitchen. Let's get some engineers on that. Field kitchen's built. 2 field kitchens have been built to provide people hot meals as you promised. Hope has risen. Yes. Yes, we did the thing. We did it. Okay. I have a hunter's hut here. I need to put some people on. I have enough workers in my workforce to build another hunter's hut. Maybe I should do that. A citizen, oh, we have 9 amputations, by the way. Yikes, that's like 90 steel that I'd have to use. Okay, so we are in a bit of a problem. We need to build probably another, how many care houses do we have? 2? We have 2 care houses. Are they both full? No, not quite. That one's at 19. The other one might be full. So we kind of need another medical post. Kind of in need of another medical post. It's kind of a problem. Everybody's dying. We can shove it in right here, but it won't actually be close enough to the hub somehow, even though it's got half of it covered in the circle. So it'll probably be freezing cold, but we have heaters. We can also just shove it way up here somewhere. Have an entire medical post just up here. It would be in heat that way. Let's do it. Shove it way up there. We've got 19 new engineers. You've made it from that camp or whatever. Okay, cool. Yeah, it doesn't look like the storm physically gets closer. I think we need that technology to learn more about when it's actually going to make it to us. Jagged rocks. All you can be seen in here is jagged jutting rocks, snow burrows. This is the deep hollow. Let's send you to... I really don't want to send you anything that's 2 days away, because, oh my god, it's so far away. But, I mean, it could have the most potential to have something good in it. That might be our most... It's really far away. It's in the south. It's just a question of whether or not they'll make it back in time, because it's like 2 days down and it'll be like 2 days back. That's kind of the... If we start them now, they might be able to make it. Send them to the Frozen Grove. If we start them now, they might be able to make it. Because even on this this quest, we have 5 days on that. So either the storm comes in 5 days, that means that Scout will have enough time to get back, or it means we have 5 days to get that tech, and then the storm will start approaching. And we've researched it. The beacon can now gauge the severity of incoming storms. Okay, we've got it. Prepare for the storm. Sir, the scientists couldn't believe their eyes, but they've double and triple checked their calculations. They say the strongest winds of the storm will cause the temperature to plummet beyond anything we've ever experienced before. Hunting will be impossible. The plants in the hothouses will freeze. Everyone left outside the city will perish, and so will we if we can't heat our homes properly. We have to prepare. I know. Oh boy, do I know. Prepare for the storm. Okay, we have a bunch of new information over here. Prepare for the storm. Outpost. Recall all scouts and outpost teams. Survivors. Rescue the survivors from the snow burrows. Rescue the survivors from the deep hollow. Okay. Research generator power upgrade 3. Research overdrive couplings. Gather at least a week's worth of food for each citizen. A total of 2,868 food. About that. Okay. What is this? This is the Frozen Grove. All right, we need to change course. Lost Expedition. Anyway, I'm trying to click on, hang on, this guy. You need to change course for Deep Hollow. There's survivors apparently out there, so we need to do that. I don't know how much time I have. It's gonna get a little warmer, which is gonna be kind of nice. I don't know how much time I have to do that. But yeah, we need gather at least a week's worth of food for each citizen. Yeah, we need a bunch more resource depots. Okay, I don't know that we're going to be able to pull this one off, but we're going to give it our best go. And get a new tech rolling. We are in deep poop. We are absolutely in deep poop. Yeah, I saw the hope drop. Luckily we had a lot of hope stored. Yup. Yep. Okay, so we need... What do you produce? You provide up to 30 raw food a day. Hunter's gear. Fewer people. Probably should have gone that route a long time ago, but here we are. I don't know what to work on. I wanted to build another steam coal mine eventually, but luckily we have... I needed to be able to shut down our infirmary, one of them anyway, to get a core back, to get another steam coal mine. Yeah, that's what we need to do, but there's so many sick people right now. That's such a problem. Generator power level 2 is, I think, what we need to do. It allows us to raise the temperature in all heat zones by another level. The coal consumption is tripled. Yeah, we need to get that bad boy rolling. We need overdrive couplings. It allows us to raise the temperature of all heat zones by 2 levels when it's put into overdrive. Which we do need. We need both of these things. We just do. Alright, let's get that guy going. Let's get that one rolling. It's actually going to get warmer by 10 degrees soon. That'll help. That will help. I don't think I have any more orders I can do right now. No, I have no more. I do have this one. I can do a nighttime procession. That will help with the discontent. And then this will hope will rise in the storm when it becomes discontent will fall. People may be injured. Doesn't mean they will be, but we'll do it. We'll do both of those things. We'll plan both of those things to help with the discontent and hope issues that we have. We'll do those, get those on cooldown so that they're available to us later. Yeah, so the next thing we need resource depots to store food. Which, by the way, I think we built one, but it's not doing anything right now. Raw food, food rations. Because we'll be turning all raw food into food rations as quickly as possible. We're on soup duty for sure. It only gives us 300. We need so many more of these resource depots. Okay, so we need a bunch of resource depots. So we need a bunch more resource depots. We need to get our food production under control. We need to get as many of these hunters' huts as possible, since that's the route we went with. We didn't go the route of hot houses or flying hunters. We'd have to tech flying hunters, and we're trying to tech other stuff right now. So we need to get more hunters' huts, so we get more raw food coming in, so we can turn it into regular food that we can store in a depot. We need to do those two things. And then the other thing that we need to spend our resources on are getting all of our tents and bunkhouses to regular houses as soon as we can. But before that, get all of our tents to bunkhouses. I think that's the best move to make, so that everyone's got at least a bunkhouse, and we can start making as many regular houses as we can. We have a lot of things we need to spend resources on. We have a lot of stuff. My lord, shutting the infirmary is out of the question right now, but as the speaker of the truth, you know best. Yes, it's out of the question right now. The sick is only rising like crazy, and I really don't want to put more resources to more medical facilities. We need it, but we already have like an obscene number of them. I just really need people to be healthier, like as soon as possible. So if we can get the food situation under control faster, we can maybe divvy out some food. I would hate, we're at the point where the option is almost available where we could do another triage. If this number keeps spiraling out of control, that's what we'll have to do. We'll have to triage so that we can get the medical facilities under control, get healthy people working, so that we can get food and less mouths to feed, the sad truth. And then, again, start storing it all. We can't do this yet. It looks like it's about we need a little less than a quarter of the way there. So like less than a day, I will be able to do triage if we need to, and that'll heal a bunch of people, because we currently have 61 being treated, 5 in palliative. So if that's 66, we could heal 33 people like that. But then of course, like I say, a lot will die. A lot will die, and that will hurt our hope a lot. So I really, really don't want to do triage. So we're going to see if we can stick it out. We're going to see if we can stick it out before we do that. Maybe we should take care of the homelessness first and do a triage, or else they'll get sick fast again. Yeah, we have 80 homeless now. I need to build a ton of tents. What's our food situation? It's like dead even right now. Okay, so yeah, hunters' huts are okay for the moment, so we'll build some tents next. I would love to build better stuff. It's just we're waiting on the iron to roll in. I think we're gonna go into 24-hour mode on the iron production and the steel. Pretty much everything if we can afford to, because it's discontent that it takes to do that. We'll put everything into, well, maybe not coal. Coal's doing okay. Coal's doing fine. So the steel and wood we'll put into 24-hour, and we can just start pumping things out. That's going to do it for today, for this morning, though. It is no longer morning. It is now afternoon. It is 12:13 my time. So that's going to do it for Mornin and Mo. We got started a little late this morning. I started at like 9 instead of 8. But we'll try to be back at this again tomorrow morning, hopefully at 8 this time, and see if we can ride out to the storm, maybe even through the storm. So that's going to do it for this morning. I want to go ahead and make my Mornin Mo save. Yep, overwrite that bad boy. That's gonna do it. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please do all the things. Until next time, I'm trying to get my mouse free. My mouse is stuck on my, can I shift tab or what? Okay, no, there we go. I couldn't get my mouse out of the game. Anyway, that's gonna do it. Wash your hands. Bye.